나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
상혁이야!
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않는데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A까지. 아프리카 TV 팀페이지. 사람들은 말한다. 이번 영상 무조건 싸워야 돼. 집중해보자. 프로게이머는 피지컬이 전부라고. 빈틈없는 운영, 변수 창출을 위한 뱀픽, 상대팀에 대한 분석까지. 승부는 싸우기 전에 결정된다. 분석 완료.
상혁이 형, 애체
실패.
미친 몰입감과 다양한 경품까지.
아프리카 TV 승부 예측 서비스.
Connected chemistry, downloaded memory, uphold the entity. This is the future, space age crusader, light beam creator. Everybody's in danger. Shining illuminated, took it, I had to take it. Look, mama, I made it. They looking like paparazzi. They see me but never got me. A hard act to follow. You can never copy. You can never slow me down. This the energy they need right now. Here we go, huh? You can never slow me down. This the energy they need right now. I'ma push it to the limit.
네, 라이프스 게임 원더 게임과 함께하는 AVL 2023 3일차 두 번째 매치가 기다리고 있습니다. 페이퍼렉스와 풀센스. 이제 단두대 매치입니다.
네, 어떻게 보면은 이제 그 불센스가 지난번 경기 때 좋은 모습을 보여줬고 페이퍼렉스도 나쁘지 않았는데 결국에 패자전에서 만나가지고
네.
한 팀은 이제 이번 대회를 마감해야 됩니다. 그리고 그 지역적으로 좀 근거리에 있는 태국 대표팀과 이제 동남아 쪽에 모여 있는 말레이시아, 싱가포르, 페이퍼렉스의 대결이어서 아마 풀센스에게는 페이퍼렉스가 약간 우상 같은 존재였을 텐데
예.
오늘 경기를 지난번 경기와 마찬가지로 좋은 경기를 만약 이긴다면 이건 대이변이죠.
그렇습니다. 일단 뭐 패자조이긴 합니다만 두 팀 모두 아슬아슬하게 패배하면서 내려오게 됐습니다. 경기력 자체는 좋았어요.
네, 맵 하나씩을 따냈었던 것도 있었고 뭐 연장전까지 이어지는 접전이 있었는데 어쨌든 DRX의 그 노련함을 견뎌내기는 풀센스는 좀 부족했었고요.
그렇습니다. 자, 7번째 매치 DRX가 기다리고 있습니다. 여기서 상대방을 꺾어야 DRX에게 도전할 수 있는 기회가 주어집니다.
이겨야 만날 수 있는데 지면은
그렇죠.
바로 귀국이라서
네.
네, 풀센스도 좀 어려운 상대를 만났지만 그래도 그 오타니 선수가 WBC 때 그런 얘기 했잖아요. 우상인 거는 잠깐 접어두고 오늘은 이겨야 된다. 승리에만 집착해보자. 이런 얘기 하면서 경기 풀어야 될 것 같습니다.
그렇죠. 자, 퍼시픽 챔피언 PRX입니다. 멤버 변화가 있었지만 역시 에임에 있어서는 전혀 밀리지 않는 모습을 보여주고 있고요.
네. 이게 최근에 어찌 됐든 간에 찡 선수가 이번 대회를 끝으로 군입대를 해야 되니까 이들의 멤버만으로 연습량이 많지는 않았어요, 솔직하게. 그러나 워낙에 갖고 있는 개인기라든가 뭐 랭크에서 돌려봤던 여러 가지 경험치 이런 것들 때문에 역시나 교전을 잘 풀었고요. 포세이큰이 없네요.
징과 다바이 그리고 마인드 프릭 썸띵 못옛 선발입니다.
네, 여러 가지 조합들을 좀 겪게 하는 것 같기도 한데요, 찡 선수에게.
네. 제가 보기에는 찡의 마지막 대회를 위해서 다양한 멤버로 그 경기를 하는 것 같아요. 그래서 뭐 지난번 경기는 마인드 프릭이 한번 빠졌던 적이 있었고, 그다음에 몬예시 빠지고 뭐 이런 경기였는데, 결국에는 찡과 썸띵은 존재합니다만 포세이큰이 없는 페이퍼렉스는 또 어떤 느낌일지도 궁금하네요.
그러게요. 이게 익숙치 않은 라인업이긴 하네요. 포세이큰이 없는 PRX라니.
네, 그래도 그걸 또 메꿔줄 수 있을 만한 모니에 선수를 잘 데려오기도 했고 그리고 찡 선수야 뭐 당연히 레이즈 하면은 떠오르는 가장 1순위다 보니까 저는 제가 보기에는 막 순간적인 상황 브리핑을 통해서 어려운 것도 다 타개내지 않을까라는 생각이 듭니다.
네.
뭐 중요한 건 일단 풀센스가 그 교전에서 안 밀리는 게 우선시가 돼야겠죠, 결국에.
그렇죠. 계속해서 여러 가지 변화를 주고 있는 PRX의 모습이에요. 뭐 적응만 된다면 다양한 옵션으로도 활용할 수 있는 인재들이 많습니다.
네, 이렇게 되면은 마인드 프릭이 다시 한번 소바를 잡아야 될 가능성이 있죠. 여튼 뭐 전략가가 2명이나 또 존재하는 조합이 돼버렸고요. 그리고
그렇죠.
뭐 포세이큰이 있다면 뭐 킬조이라든가 다른 카드가 가능하겠습니다만, 그런 거보다는 전략가와 그다음에 적부대 하나 놓고 나서 찡과 썸띵으로 들이받겠다, 이런 느낌의 조합이네요.
혹은 뭐 썸띵이 최근에 또 요원풀을 늘리고 있으니까 그 0.1 정도의 브리치가 있었잖아요. 브리치를 또 만날 수도 있는 거고요.
아, 그렇죠. 맵에
네.
따라서는.
그죠.
자, 라인업의 변화가 있다 보니까 조합도 상당히 궁금한데요. 이에 상대하는 풀센스 박동진 해설의 말씀대로 지금은 등등한 위치에서 반드시 꺾어야 되는 상대로 만나게 됐습니다. PRX를.
이게 태국에서 예선전을 뚫고 올라온 5명인데, 지난번 경기 존올센이 굉장히 괜찮았고요.
그렇죠.
레비아탄도 가능성을 많이 보여주면서 교전에서는 우리가 밀리지 않는다라는 것을 지난 DRX 전에서 증명을 했습니다.
자, 이대로 갑니다. 폭자 PTC 존올센과 스시보이 레비아탄입니다. 말씀하신 대로 PTC 존올센 레비아탄 정말 교전에서 굉장히 좋은 모습을 보여주기도 했습니다.
맞습니다. 뭐 PTC 선수의 그런 스킬 활용처도 좋았던 기억이 있고 레비아탄 선수의 번뜩이는 장면들도 많았어서 뭐 페이퍼렉스 하면 당연히 교전이 먼저 생각나지만 풀센스도 마찬가지의 화력을 가지고 있는 팀이긴 합니다.
네. 풀센스는 DRX를 상대로 또 위기를 또 만들었었던 그 정도로 분발하는 모습이 있었기 때문에 PRX를 상대로는
맞아요.
어떨지도 많이 궁금하기도 합니다.
첫 번째 경기 이겼고, 두 번째 경기 다 이긴 걸 연장 가서 역전당했고, 세 번째 세트를 지면서 패자조로 내려온 거라 기대 이상의 경기력을 보여준 거는 사실이에요.
그렇습니다. 지금 패자조의 매치이긴 합니다만 두 팀 모두 상당히 운전하면서 내려온 느낌이 있죠.
근데 그런 건 있어요. 교전 위주로 풀었다가는 페이퍼렉스에게 아무것도 안 된다.
그죠?
예, 이런 것들이 이미 뭐 국제 무대나 여러 대회에서 증명이 된 만큼 아마도 풀센스 입장에서는 좀 이제 상극의 팀인 건 맞습니다.
그렇습니다.
근데 변수는 지금의 페이퍼렉스는 완전체 5명이 아니라는 거.
네.
이런 걸 잘 노려봐야겠죠.
사실 공격력에 있어서 페이퍼렉스만큼 강한 팀도 없잖아요.
네.
이런 팀을 상대로 진검승부를 펼쳤을 때 좀 다른 작전이 분명히 있어야겠습니다.
네, 뭐 마치 DRX가 페이퍼렉스에게 좀 압도적인 승리를 많이 가져갔을 때처럼 좀 유연하게 받아내는 능력치가 필요할 것 같고요.
예.
그리고 오늘도 터질 수 있느냐 존올슨. 좀 거대한 산맥을 만나긴 했거든요. 페이퍼렉스라는.
상당히 좀 날카롭고 너무나 두터운 그런 장벽을 만나게 됐습니다.
뭐 진짜 그 상상 못하는 템포여서.
맞아요.
근데 아마도 풀센스도 워낙에 그 교전, 그 난전을 잘하는 팀이니까요.
네.
그런 부분에서 좀 우리가 에임적으로 여기까지 더 만들어낼 수 있다를 증명하는 경기가 나온다면, 지난번 경기처럼 박빙의 승부가 안 나오리란 법은 없죠.
그렇습니다. 자, 그래서 저희 중계진의 선택은 어떻게 됐을지 먼저 안내 말씀드리겠습니다. 전원 PRX네요.
그리고 아프리카 TV 승부 예측도 71%가 페이퍼렉스.
네.
예.
왜냐면 보여준 게 많았잖아요. 그리고 챔피언스에서도 2위까지 할 정도면.
그렇죠. 올해 정말
네.
성공적인 시즌을 맞춘 팀이기도 하고요. 아프리카 TV 잼으로 할 수 있는 아프리카 TV만의 승부 예측입니다. 지금 3경기 3매치가 있는 날에는 오후 2시에 마감이 된다고 하고요. 그리고 이어지는 매치 이제 대진이 또 이 결과를 통해서 완성이 되는 거죠.
맞아요. 그러다 보니까 그 DRX의 상대가 결정이 되고 한 팀은 이제 탈락을 하는 그런 매치가 되겠습니다.
그렇습니다. PRX가 강팀이긴 한데 뭐 풀센스도 DRX를 위기로 몰아넣은 저력이 있고 정말 그때만큼의 경기력이 폭발하게 된다면 정말 모르겠어요.
네, 그리고 정인호 해설님께서 말씀해주신 것처럼 페이퍼렉스가 전력 투구하고 있는 느낌을 안 받고 있다 보니까
네.
오히려 풀센스에게서도 가능성이 열려있지 않나. 그래서 29%의 분들은 그걸 또 염두하신 것 같습니다.
그렇습니다. PRX가 계속해서 멤버 교체가
네.
있음에도 불구하고 여전히 강한 라인업을 보유하고 있는 것도 사실이잖아요.
그럼요. 그리고 71%를 예상한 분들도 포세이큰이 안 나오는 걸 몰랐죠.
그렇죠. 예, 저희도 몰랐어요.
네, 그게 포인트이기 때문에
네.
충분히 변수는 있습니다.
그렇습니다. 찡과 포세이큰 뭐 어떻게 보면 퍼시픽 최고의 듀오라고 볼 수가 있는데 언제든지 또 등판할 수 있다는 것 자체가 좀 무서운 부분이에요.
네, 뭐 맵에 따라서 뭐 다바이도 뺄 수도 있고 마인드 프릭도 뺄 수도 있는 거라서 썸띵도 빠질 수도 있는 거라서 그래서 이 뭐 첫 번째 맵은 이렇게 가지만 또 두 번째 맵은 또 바뀔 수도 있는 겁니다.
그렇죠. 뭐 대체자가 못예시 또 될 수도 있는 거고 진짜 쏜다는 플레이어들이 다 모여 있기 때문에 PRX가 과연 이제 AVL을 통해서 다음 시즌에 얼마나 좀 더 공격적인 날개를 펼칠 수 있을지 확인해 볼 수 있는 전초전이라고 보시면 되겠습니다. 뭐 반대로 풀센스는 정말 강팀을 상대로 결과를 떠나서 얼마나
네.
대응하느냐도 굉장히 중요하겠죠.
그리고 이게 그 펜시, 그러니까 베트남 대표팀보다는 그래도 이제 좋은 라인업인 게 경험치가 많잖아요.
네,
그죠.
예, 몇몇 선수는 그 발로란트 시작부터 동남아 시즌을 이끌었던 또 몇 명이 있다 보니까 충분히 가능성이 있는 매치입니다.
그렇습니다.
퍼시픽에서 또 만났던 선수들도 있잖아요. 뭐
네.
스시 보이즈나 폭주 선수도 마찬가지다 보니까 생각보다 좀 비벼지는 싸움이 나올 것도 같고요.
그렇죠. 자, 충분히 반전의 결과가 나올 수도 있는 매치라고 보시면 되겠습니다. PRX와 풀센스가 경기를 기다리고 있습니다. 자, 그럼 준비하고 있는 선수들 바로 만나보도록 하겠습니다.
Ready and willing to do what we gotta do. You cannot stop it. We put in the time, we're doing our grind, the fight the top.
에 치러지는 단두대 매치 페이퍼렉스와 풀센스가 경기를 준비하고 있습니다. 많은 분들이 포세이큰의 부재에 대해서 걱정을 하고 있지만 여전히 두터운 라인업을 자랑하고 있는 PRX의 선수들이 먼저 입장을 준비하고 있습니다.
네, 진짜 가장 핫했던 올해를 못 예신가요? 예.
왜 이렇게 빨리 나가요?
예, 아니 저는
아니.
정말 죄송한데 뭐
네.
엔트리가 진입하는 줄 알았잖아요. 예.
네, 제트 순풍 섰어요?
예.
네. 아, 웃고 있어요. 이런 또 분위기 조성을 해주는 선수가 있다 보니까
네.
페이퍼렉스는 언제나 유쾌한 분위기가 있습니다. 아, 누구세요?
성백 맞았어요, 찌는요.
아, 정말 매력적인 눈빙이 있었나요?
완빙이었어요.
예, 완빙 완전
맞았어요.
완빙 맞아가지고
네.
자 그래 이 순간 또 이제 찡맘 현장에 도착을 하면서 열기를 좀 더하고 있는 그런 상황이 되겠고요.
찡맘. 예.
네, 와, 오셨네요.
네,
예.
현장에 계세요.
네.
자, 그리고 이에 상대하는 풀센스 분명히 어려운 상대이긴 합니다.
그리고
PRX가.
퍼시픽 리그 내에서 만나봤었던 선수들도 있는 만큼 페이퍼렉스를 간접적으로나마 경험해 본 그게 커요.
네.
경험치가 있는 상태에서 맞붙다 보니까 어느 정도의 요리법은 알고 있을 겁니다.
네.
풀센스도.
그리고 이게 뭐 동아시아, 뭐 동남아 분류된 건 아니고 다 같이 퍼시픽이지만
네.
아무래도 이제 본인들 씬에서 가장 많이 주목받았던 게 페이퍼렉스이기 때문에
그렇죠.
아마 동기부여가 지난번 DRX 정보다 더 있을 만한 풀센스고요. 아니 오늘
왜
알렉스-
짠토?
형이 왜 여기서 나와?
뭐야래요?
이거는 이제 알렉스 빙의하는 거죠.
예.
알렉스 따라하기.
폴렉스
예.
지금.
형이야.
아, 재밌네요, 진짜.
야, 진짜 매력적인 팀이고
네.
그리고 실력으로 이제 월드 클래스 팀이라는 걸 이번 시즌에 입증을 했습니다. 참 대단한 팀이에요.
네, 맞습니다. 처음에 막 의구심을 가진 분들도 많았어요. 퍼시픽에서 우승을 하면서 이건 뭐 잠깐의 요행 아니냐 이런 얘기도
네.
있었지만 그 무대에서 마스터즈에서도 그 증명을 하고 챔피언스에서도 증명을 했잖아요.
맞아요.
그리고 이제 뭐 아프리카 TV에서 발로란트를 접하면서 아직까지 이 게임을 안 해본 분들은 좀 집중해야 되는 경기입니다. 굉장히 화면 전환이 빠를 만한 그런 매치거든요.
그렇습니다. 정말 화끈한 두 팀이 맞붙었다라고 보시면 되겠고요. 특히나 페이퍼렉스는 공격 일변도지만 이 공격 하나로 정말 세계 무대에서도 엄청난
네.
기록을 해낸 선수들입니다.
네, 그래서 아마 또 그 발로란트를 많이 접해보지 못하신 분들은 페이퍼렉스의 이런 스타일에 또 매료되셔가지고 발로란트에 흠뻑 빠지실 수도 있습니다.
맞아요.
네.
근데 어떤 조합을 쓸지가 되게 궁금하네요.
레이나는 또
예.
필수적으로 나오지 않을까 싶은데 어느 맵이든.
자 일단 맵도 되게 중요할 것 같고 불센스도 아마 이날만을 기다렸을 겁니다. 그러니까 퍼시픽 리그에 올라와서 그리고 이제 이런 팀들 가장 핫했던 페이퍼렉스를 우리가 여하튼 만나보면서 내년도에 청사진을 미리 그려볼 수 있다는 거 충분히 기회적으로는 너무 좋은 매치고요.
그렇죠.
아.
찡메리미.
그거 이제 저희한테 말씀하시 마시고
찡마.
우측 위로 가면 어머니 계시니까
네, 찡맘.
찡 어머니에게 직접 얘기하시면 될 것
예.
같습니다. 네.
바로 인사드릴 수 있겠네요.
그러니까요. 예, 상견례 하는
네.
거죠 이렇게.
그렇죠.
예.
예, 바로 체크를 할 수 있고요.
그 옆에는 또 스시보이즈 선수를 응원하는 치어풀도 있었고요.
맞습니다. 야, 요즘에 또 이제 이 결혼 밈이
네.
점점 많이 퍼지고 있는 것 같아요.
아, 뭐 정인호 해설님께 결혼 청혼하시는 분들도 많으셨고.
와, 진짜?
네.
제가 모르는 일이 있었나요? 네.
치어풀에서
예,
치어풀에서.
그래요, 그래요.
네.
야, 엄청나네요.
리액션은 죄송한데 리액션
감정이-
그렇게밖에 못해요? 아니 안
찡마,
느껴지면
찡마.
하지 마요. 예,
네,
어머니
어머니
오셨습니다.
어머니.
예.
아, 연지곤지 찍으셨어요 지금.
그러네요. 하트로 이렇게
네.
또 이렇게 옆에 치어풀도 영어로 좀 쓰셨네요.
옆에 빅토리아에 대한 얘기를 하는 것 같은데요. 우리
네.
그 퍼시픽 영문 중계진분께서. 네. 자, 영어가 이 헬프 윌리엄 해석이 좀 필요합니다.
자, 어쨌든 뭐 힘내라는 그런
네.
치어풀인 것 같고요. 야,
그리고-
PRX 뭐 국내 팬분들도 많습니다 이제.
마인드 프릭스 넘버 1. 네.
워낙 또 경기력도 좋고 좀 인기가 많을 수밖에 없어요. 이런 퍼포먼스도 있고 경기력도 화끈하잖아요.
네,
네.
매력 있는 팀이죠.
맞아요.
예, 그리고 정말로 그 지역적인 어떤 관점이라기보다는 교전적인 관점에서는 거의 뭐 월드 클래스고 이미 또 결과를 뽑아냈고 그리고 썸띵까지 들어온 이후에는 정말 교전 능력은 거의 최고다라는 평가를 받았던 팀이니까 다 또 찡이 또 어떤 템포를 만들어낼지도 굉장히 궁금합니다.
그렇습니다. 폭지 고트. 와, 엑스텐 때부터 응원을 했다고요.
야.
폭스 스시보이즈의 경기
와,
더
진짜-
보고 싶다.
진짜 찐팬이네요, 찐팬.
네, 엑스텐 때부터면은 이분은 뭐 발로란트 시작과 함께 발로란트로 대동단결된 분이죠.
맞아요.
네.
아, 마크도 그려주셨어요 지금 풀센스 마크.
네. 와, 글씨도 굉장히 잘 쓰시네요. 일단 조합도 굉장히 궁금하고 맵 뱀픽도 어떻게 짰을지도 굉장히
네.
궁금합니다.
그리고 또 지난번 경기 에이스를 만들어내면서
네.
예, 이번 대회 최초 에이스를 또 보여줬던 게 스시 보여주고요.
자, 그러면 맵부터 확인을 해보시죠. 어떤 전략들을 준비해 왔을지. 상대적으로 체급이 크게 느껴질 수도 있는 풀센스 입장에서는 일단 스플릿부터 자르고 시작을 합니다.
네, 뭐 첫밴 같은 경우는 지난번 경기와 동일하게 흐름을 이어가고 있고요.
그리고 개인적으로 그렇죠.
선셋.
선셋에서의 그 찡의 진입,
네.
난타전 이런 것들을 통해 가지고 오자마자 바로 승리를 했던 페이퍼넥스이기 때문에 이번에도 선셋으로 갑니다.
이게 올 걸 알아도 지금 그냥 앞만 보고 달려서 키를 대고 영역을 열어줘요. 그게 진짜 무서운 전장이었던 게 선셋이고.
네. 그냥 함정이 있든 말든 그냥 페이트탄 던지고 그냥 큐큐 타고 들어갔던 게 지난번 경기였는데
그렇죠.
자, 뭐 양 팀 다 워낙에 호전적인 팀이기 때문에요. 앞선 경기랑은 아예 다른 느낌의 발로란트가 나올 겁니다.
그렇습니다. 헤이븐으로 시작이고요. D사이드 맵은 브리즈로 선택이 됐습니다. 선셋까지 선택이 모두 완료가 됐고요. 이제 에이전트 조합까지 살펴드려야 될 텐데요.
무난하게 간다면은 찡 선수에게 타격대를 넘겨주고 뭐 마인드 프릭의 소바와 동시에 뭐 다바이까지 같이 척후대 라인을 구성하면서 무난하게 가는 방법도 있겠지만 전 페이퍼렉스라면 그냥 투타격 할 것 같습니다.
네,
충분히 가능성이 있죠.
하겠죠.
네.
네, 찡은 뭐 레이저 고정이어서 뭐 바뀐다면 브리치를 강제로 넣을 수는 있겠습니다만
네.
아마 본인들이 잘하는 그냥 템포 게임을 하지 않을까 생각이 좀 듭니다.
네. 자, 그럼 에이전트 셀렉 살펴드리겠습니다. 워낙 예상이 될 만한 부분이기도 해요.
네,
이제까지
뭐.
보여준 게 많다 보니까요.
레이나네요.
네, 레이나.
찡이 레이나.
징이 레인하고 썸띵이 이제 제트로
제트,
갑니다.
네.
네, 지난번에도 한번 레이나를 보여준 적이 있었죠. 그래서 투 타격을 역시나 보여줬고 브리치 이런 거 우리랑 안 한다.
네.
예.
소바 안 한다.
음.
우리는 그냥 성광 2개 믿고 들이댄다.
네.
그냥 내 에임이 여진이다 이런
네.
느낌으로 플레이를 하고.
내가 가는 길이 곧 균열이다. 예.
이게 페이퍼렉스죠.
네.
실제로 뭐 많은 팀들을 이런 전략으로 쓰러뜨린 팀이기도 합니다.
네, 그리고 마인드 프릭이 못 이렇게 그 연막은 양보하고 포세큰이 없는 팀을 타서 킬조이랑 잡았습니다. 요거는
맛 한번 보자.
예, 어떤 그림이 나올지 궁금하긴 하네요.
그렇죠. 조널슨이 Z로 가겠고요. 자, 이렇게 해서 양 팀의 에이전트 픽까지 살펴드렸습니다. 역시 변하지 않은 PRX입니다. 이 날카로운 창을 얼마나 견뎌내면서 이 단두대 매치에서 승리를 할 수 있을지, 그리고 이기면 DRX를 만나러
네.
갑니다.
냉정하게 조합만 놓고 보면 되게 불안한 조합이에요. 페이퍼렉스의 조합 자체가요.
네,
정보전도 안 되기 때문에 자, 교전을 풀어낼지 한번 보죠.
그렇죠. 경기 준비 끝났습니다. 양 팀의 첫 번째 맵 시작하겠습니다. 네, 풀센스와 페이퍼렉스의 첫 맞대결 바로 헤이븐에서 시작이고요.
아, 예. 자, 지난번 경기를 두 팀 다 졌기 때문에 뭐 이런 스코어적인 스탯이 높지는 않지만 저는 이제 궁금한 게 공격 때 무조건 돼야 되거든요. 왜냐면 수비 때는 몸으로 나가는 거 말고 스카이에 몇 개 스킬 빼면 인포메이션에 관련한 스킬들이 페이퍼렉스가 없기 때문에 진짜 헤이븐의 공격 이게 잘 돼야 됩니다.
그리고 풀센스도 괜히 그 페이퍼렉스의 속도에 밀리기 싫어서 그냥 시작부터 삐청.
시작됐죠. 와, 확실히 스타트부터 남다릅니다.
마인드 프릭
네.
셰리프거든요.
이러면은 그냥 A로 바로 뛰어도 되죠? 사운드가 좀 많기 때문에
예,
네, 바로 갑니다.
BTC가 아예 올라갔어요.
근데 이마저도 어느 정도 의식은 하고 있을 건데 이거 마인드 프릭이 놓치면은 뒤가 좀 세게 불리긴 합니다.
근데 마인드 프릭이
잡히겠는데요?
여기를 왜 안 보죠?
잡히겠는데요?
감시자가 오랜만이다.
아니
이러면-
포탑이 아까 깨졌는데 어디 가요?
이러면 뒷덜미가 잡혔는데요.
아니 마인드 프릭
이거
잠깐만.
포세이큰 보면서 웃고 있을 것 같은데요.
자 그래도 썸띵이 연다.
예.
그래도
아,
썸띵이 연다.
근데 이거 드랍했고 드랍
이것도 늦게
지금 안
봤는데
놓쳐요.
늦게 봤는데.
역시 에임으로 해결하는 PRX.
스킬 안 써요.
와,
네.
다바이가 끝냅니다. 이게 PRX입니다.
네 역시나 총싸움 게임이었다.
네, 설치는
네.
크레드를 위한 것일 뿐.
이게 지금 어지러질했거든요. 냉정하게 마인드 프릭이 포탑이 깨지고 총싸움도 들었는데 아예 뒤를 안 봤다라는 거 하나와 낙하가 됐는데 늦게 봤는데 이겼다라는 거.
그렇죠.
후방이 불안한 상황에서 오히려 전진으로 상대방을 모두 정리해버리는 PRX의 에임이 있었고요.
뒤늦게 캐치가 됐음에도 불구하고 워낙 에임과 반응 속도가 좋다 보니까 썸띵은 진짜 이거 잡은 게 좀 컸어요. 근데
네. 다이브 했다고 콜이 나와서 체크를 잘했고 야 근데 썸띵이 아니었다면 근데 진짜 위기의 라운드였습니다.
그렇습니다.
썸띵 바로 벤달.
자, 여기서 썸띵의 처리.
썸띵!
잠깐만요. 서열 정리 들어가는데요.
오늘 썸띵 좀 매서운데요.
이거 아니에요.
이번에도 썸띵 복지마저 정리합니다.
네.
아니 이거 칼폭 만들겠어요 이러다가.
네. 지금 뭐 가장 위협적인 건 아곤의 인도하는 빛이었어요 방금은.
그쵸.
네.
그것만 안 맞으면 앞만 보고 달릴 수 있는데.
자, 후방은 마인드 프릭 이번엔 당해주지 않습니다.
네. 교훈을 얻었잖아요. 아 나 감시자구나. 아 내가 뒤를 봐줘야 되는구나.
네, 난 연막을 치는 게 아니구나, 지금은.
나는 이제 갈 필요가 없구나.
네.
그래서
아마-
이제는 후방도 편안해지니까 무결점으로 마무리를 짓습니다.
나 말씀드렸죠 여러분들. 앞 경기랑은 다른 게임이처럼 느껴지는.
예.
이거 막을 때까지 계속 뛸입니다 이거.
이게 되게
네,
그 정렬이 없는 것처럼 좀 난타전처럼 보일 수도 있겠지만 그 안에 스킬의 합들도 되게 날카로워요 진짜.
네, 마치 거의 뭐 기출문제 내듯이 A러시 막을 때까지 A만 갑니다.
A 12번 나오나요 오늘?
예, 지난번에 뭐 그 여러 대회에서 그런 적이 없지 않았어요.
자, 막을 때까지.
To me, they're looking like they can really do some damage here. Well, they're looking to do a bit more here on A main. Just want to make sure they put down that pressure. Don't allow Full Sense to get that space for free. Now working on that bonus. Something a little bit low, but not in range right now to get that heal. Okay, just another little body block there from Jing. Jing has other plans here for PRX. He's got to get to where he's got to get to. But this position, they heard the dash out, so Jing's hoping that that sound cue baits in Full Sense. Oh, he goes for the check, but he downs himself, and the Vandal picked up for Jing! And the rain has started from Jing's Reina as he comes in with the leer. A triple kill, single-handedly opening up the site on a bonus round.
He's a terror. He's just so good on this agent. Yeah, Sushi Boys gets him, but he did so much damage this round. Even if it doesn't go Paper X's way, unbelievable stuff from Jing. I mean, just the reactions that he has, the senses that he has, the way that he just is so fast and furious. I mean, yeah, you think of him often as the Rays player, right? Like how good he is off the blast packs and the way that he recovers from his landings and stuff. But man, oh man, doesn't matter what he's playing. He is just filthy.
Yeah, I mean, just the snappiness of his aim. I mean, the movement still kind of feels similar when he plays Reina as well, which is the crazy part.
Yeah, how is that fair?
Yeah. He just zooms around the corners anyway, and Paper X nothing to lose here. On the bonus, they still have a lot of creds banked up, so they will go on a little bit of a hunt, but not going to greed it too much. Want to make sure they don't give away any early creds or ult orbs, especially to the likes of Sushi Boys Killjoy. And that's a 3-0 lead for Paper X.
Look at the way he reacts to stuff. I mean, just reads it, and then of course you can devour off of that, and that's just, it just makes things so worse. I mean, Reina's so snowbally, and you see this time and time again with the players at the tier 1 level who are willing to dip into the Reina pool and try it, and, you know, put their toes in there. Well, sometimes they just, you know, sink into the deep end and can't swim, and other times they're, you know, doing laps around everybody else in the pool. So it is quite interesting to see how some people just get so much confidence. They're going to use that leer to wide swing off of B, but into the window, and something taking Fox down. I mean, it is going to be a weaker buy for Full Sense, so.
Yeah, but just Paper X being heads up, right? They know, okay, weaker buy, Full Sense. How do they usually like to play it? We talked about it on day 1, Full Sense. They kind of go with the philosophy of leave a site empty, push out from the other side, close in on the map, and Paper X has clearly studied the tape as they have waited to just weaken one of the pushes. Gets A site for free once again. Mind Freak not able to get the firing range score he would have wanted from window, but nonetheless, something there to still watch the back, and it's just 2 members, rifles in hand. Now they do have creds matched up for the next round, so Full Sense, they gotta go for something. John Olsen is so low, can't find the kill, and Leviathan all alone, scratched up, nowhere to run. Devi gets yet another finishing kill, and that's ults online for Paper X as they lead 4-0.
Solid. I mean, like you were saying, it's good reads off the rip here from Paper X, expecting aggression somewhere. They check B wasn't there, they swing over to A, and it is there. And they catch Fox trying to come out of that smoke right out in the open, and something not missing a beat here today. Looked maybe a little bit off on day 1, I'd say, not the usual something we're used to seeing. So here today, that is, I think, clearly not the case. And you know, we talked about this earlier, Will, that, you know, who is it going to benefit coming into that second match if Paper X wins this? The fact that they've got building up momentum like this.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of teams win from the lower bracket, and right now, Paper X, they have no intention of stopping, but PTC with a nice spray down through the box is able to slow things down just a bit. Now Full Sense, operator in the hands of John Olsen. So Fox is going to use that Hunter's Fury. He actually finds the kill. That gives him such a better opportunity to defend against this attack. Spike dropped. Mind Freak all alone in a 1v2. And now he has to have an inkling that there's a potential of that operator. And while he would love to go hunt one out, even things out 1v1, there's just too much time.
Take flight.
Oh no.
Set up here for John Olsen. Fox just baiting out the recon bolt as well. John Olsen wants him to come through, but Mind Freak now has an idea. That's too much utility used without any trades. Finds one, trying to swivel out for these 1v1s, and Fox will find the crouch peek. Gets the kill into Mind Freak, finally putting one on the board.
Yeah, PTC just coming up huge here on the C site. I mean, shuts this down. Paper X looking like they were just going to steamroll across this attacking side potentially, but again, PTC, just extremely talented veteran player. The awareness to just be able to be there and right through a ton of damage as Paper X trying to cut through all this utility. Monyet, yeah, sure, he's good for a couple, but PTC's angle, really nice there to get 2. Fox playing this extremely well. Didn't even need to reveal John Olsen's position or the operator.
True, true. Curious to see if maybe it was shown there at the end around the spike, but if Full Sense had a bit of a heads up, hopefully they kept it hidden. Now Odin online for Sushi Boys, did a lot of damage with that on day one. Currently not finding any targets just yet, and PRX says, all right, it's time. We haven't hit B a single time. Let's go for that speedy strike onto the middle site, and oh, something, he is definitely back in form. The nerves have been shaken off. Jing gets shut down. But the plant will go, no, not yet, he's gonna have to give up. The Rolling Thunder forces him out.
Rotate over towards Garage, potentially. Nope, just a pump of the brakes. Maybe a reaggress towards B. PTC up close and personal. I think trying to bait a little bit here for John Olsen.
Yeah, just trying to see if there's any information, but this break here from PRX, it puts a lot of confusion and pressure on the Full Sense. Yeah, they're the ones who have to fish for information. John Olsen gets one, slows down the spike, and he's trying to fly up into the air, but Devi catches a glimpse of his feet. Leviathan evening things out, 2v2. Both of them grouped up here on the side of Full Sense, so they should be able to go for a double entry if they so choose, but it's so narrow, and something's taking the initiative. Can't get the kill. Mind Freak doesn't have an idea that it's coming from the same angle. No, his Spidey senses will not work today, and Full Sense catches up with a second one on the board.
I will say, you know, Full Sense has a pretty good read here, and PRX, even though they try to reaggress, it kind of falls into Full Sense's hands, but you do see a little bit here already, the change over to the sky for Devi, and the way that it sets up these plays where they can take out the operator, where even though Fox gets it back, you're able to neutralize John Olsen, something so quick to neutralize that Odin as well. So the good news here for PRX, yeah, you lose the round, but you took one of those power weapons out of the hands of Full Sense. So the Odin not going to be able to be carried over. Fox did pick up the operator. So even though it's not, you know, stellar here for PRX in some senses, it's still good.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, that puts Full Sense back into their senses of, okay, let's not overcommit to that econ just yet. Just the operator carried over. Bladestorm as well, so retakes are on the board at a high speed. Operator now being set up on short. PTC's just trying to buy time, but PTC actually gets a kill there with the aftershock. Not sure exactly how he was caught up, perhaps being stalled by the operator as well. But at the end of the day, no Sky, no Jing either, so no flashes, no Jet. One by one, they fall like dominoes. As Full Sense holds strong onto A site. They finally have the read that PRX's favored site to attack is going to be this A side. And now things have been slowed down to a halt.
I am super curious about that aftershock kill.
Yeah.
I really want to see what happened, because the X is all the way outside of main. What in the world happened there? But John Olsen still pretty good with the operator, and they're just going to run him down, flash him down, take him out. Leviathan, good for that final kill, and a flawless here now. So 3 rounds in a row for Full Sense. Please, 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 please. I want to see what happened. I need to know. I need to know.
Well, with the timeout, hopefully we have enough time for that replay. Because I'm curious as well, because as I was trying to rack through all the different multiverses where this could have happened. Looking at the Chris shots.
Oh, come on now.
What?
No.
PTC with the running. It did not look like he got the stop there in time. He was definitely just full running, but still able to get the kill. Well, no replay for the time being, but it does call for a timeout from Coach Alex. On the side of PRX, just wants them to slow things down. Devi speaking his mind right now about their options.
Yeah, Devi, a lot of times, a very vocal player, will kind of slot into that IGL role for PRX from time to time. You know, they shifted around with a lot of players, and it kind of became sometimes a IGL by committee, sometimes it's Forsaken, sometimes it's Devi. It just kind of depends on what the map is and what the mood is of the team, and all these interesting things. Week to week, it seems to be whatever works best for them, and that's what makes PRX so good, is the flexibility. Again, I always kind of liken them to a jazz band, man. They're just out there, just kind of...
Oh, jazz band.
Yeah, they're just out there improving.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, one person plays the wrong chord and everything goes to absolute crap, but
Exactly.
other times it's absolutely beautiful.
Exactly.
I get it, I get it.
I've tried to figure out, like, who's what instrument, though. You know what I mean?
That's a tough
like,
one.
That's tough. That's where things got tricky.
I'm going to leave that to you, man,
All right,
as we see the countdown going through. Round 8, Full Sense looking to tie things up in the first half of Haven. So after that timeout, just to slow down. You've got the lockdown. try to gain some advantage in terms of territory. And look at Full Sense, they're ready for this potential lockdown onto C. They want to fight against it. We've even got the potential of Paranoia being ready to get sent through Garage. No position to take it out though. The Nanoswarm's coming out. Is it going to be enough? Taking a look at the mini-map. The Aftershock, it comes out just in time. Now, PRX, that's a lot of information that they've gained. They heard a Shadow Step. They take out a Nanoswarm. They take out the Aftershock.
And I can see that Devi is already really considering that A is going to be where he wants to rotate to. Checks it with a Hawk. It doesn't confirm on anything. But if they go in towards B, you can see PTC fully ready for it.
Oh, big fault line just to stall them. Allows him to reposition as well. And the alarm bot's still alive, so Full Sense still holding safe. They finally spotted it. Leviathan covers his teammate there, and John Olsen allows him to get another kill. Leviathan trying to hold things down. John Olsen, Blade Storm in hand. Wants to make sure he's ready for a scuffle as Monyet picks up a kill. Good anti-flash from John Olsen as his teammates come for backup, but Monyet is cleaning house. 1v2 Fox. Can he get the clutch? The shock dart just finding a little bit of damage. Uh-oh.
Get in there.
Location spotted. Oh, but the ping.
Oh no!
And the plant, he knows it's happened. Monyet, shorty in hand.
Oh,
but
no!
the timing! He thought Fox would have swung all the way around. And Fox is going to be able to tie things up 4-4.
Just a little bit off there. I mean, this is PRX. I gotta remember, PRX giveth and PRX taketh away.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just little mistakes there cost him, and I guarantee that that desk in the coach's room is not feeling good right now.
Oh, it's probably not too safe, I
Nope.
gotta say. I mean, Monyet had some monster shots here. Caught the edge of the jet right before the flash, so he kept that in his memory. But man, at the end, he was waiting with the shorty, and as soon as he was ready to swing around, he wanted to get that quick catch from the back, but Fox knew he had more time to work with.
Yep.
Now, tied 4-4. Operator still in the hands of John Olsen. Allows Full Sense to just kind of protect the op over by the C side, and just two initiators looking to get some info and stall for time. Hunter's Fury online as well, so it looks like position-wise, Full Sense clearly ready to go for a retake on A should the push come hard and fast.
Yep. I was going to ask there for a second if it was Monday because Monyet was popping off, but what day is it anyway?
That's a very good question. I
have no
believe
idea.
Thursday. I'm going to go with Thursday.
Sure, I'll believe you. You could have said anything and I would have believed you.
Yep. Well, we'll see. Monyet, much better start today than we had in the very beginning of the AVL.
True. Very true.
He spots the Killjoys nearby. So should any rotates happen here, Leviathan's always going to be wary of that lurk. And look at the position from Sushi Boys. Pushed out so far ahead, and this gives Full Sense the heads up that this is going to be an A hit. All they need to do is clear the back, make sure they clear for the lurk. Then they've got the Hunter's Fury ready for the retake.
Now you can see they're fishing for some kind of expected response of utility on the backside.
Oh no, not again.
Just a little bit behind it is Mind Freak.
Yeah, the timings are just not on the side of PRX today. That ties up Jig to watch for the flank. Hunter's Fury and lockdown available off of that kill. It's going to be the lockdown, drawing out something, and Olsen spots him on the swing. Gets the kill before the Lear is able to come out. Paranoia sent out as well just to make sure no more pushes come through. Hunter's Fury to make sure even more time is bought, and PRX just cannot approach. One person detained, Jing taken down by Leviathan on the other side. It's going to be the guy stuck behind the wall as he goes down, and Full Sense takes the lead 5-4.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that the timings for Full Sense have been so good on this map. They're really well practiced, and once they got their heads on straight, this has been really clean. The operator so punishing for John Olsen. They know that PRX has no choice but to try to push this lockdown. There's nothing left in the tank really that they can do about it because Mind Freak's already dead. You don't have the nanos to throw them over the wall to try to clear it, and even then it's not going to be the easiest if somebody's just watching for the nanos, clearing them on the way in. So they know that PRX has to push. PRX knew it too, but Full Sense just more prepared, and PRX couldn't get out in time. Here come the Seekers, trying another C hit. It's Paper X.
Yeah, just W Gaming. They spot Sushi Boys. He's been caught with the paranoia. Just trying to confirm it with the Trailblazer. Can't get the kill through the stun. The wall spam keeping something safe, but John Olsen dashes into the site with the operator. That's way too close range.
No.
Gets taken out by the Classic.
Oh, John. So close to having a pretty good play there. Just couldn't quite get that second shot to connect.
Yeah, Mind Freak's left click is faster than his arm, I guess, because he spots him and he like swings, but then still left clicks because he knows he spotted someone.
Yeah.
Is able to stabilize to get the kill there. Ties things up 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things with John where he's just in such a tricky position because the initial util is so good for Paper X that they're able to isolate, take out a couple players. A good paranoia here to keep Sushi Boy stuck in that corner, and you know something.
Oh wow, yeah, something he had all the time in the world on that one.
Yep, gets up on that box, and John has no idea.
Well, that calls for a timeout. Full sense. They were on a good streak, 5 rounds in a row. Then they lost it. So we're gonna have Coach Salen just wanting to calm things down and work through what he saw, even perhaps during those round wins. Now, a big part of that loss in the previous round is Paper X just speeding up to 11, right? They bring it back up to what they're used to. This time, Monette on board with the timings as well, coming in from C-Long. Good paranoia and good pinch.
I mean, this is kind of the thing with Paper X's comp on Haven is you kind of have to snowball. You kind of have to just rely on, you know, winning out your duels, getting the utility good enough that that you can win those duels on the initial push, and then trying to hold it down from there. Because of the Reyna. I mean, if you get that Reyna starting to, you know, jive a little bit, you can get some of the dismisses flowing, you can get the devours flowing, then you give yourself a really good chance to win these rounds. But when they get slowed down, when they get thwarted with their initial plans, you know, or there's a lockdown or something like that into play that just they don't have a lot of good answers for, yeah, you can see that it causes real problems for this Paper X comp, and that's it. That is what it is. This is WK Gaming, man. This is like, we've seen it for years. We know what's going on.
Yeah, once they all start walking forward, just sound or not, that's when we know they've turned on the engine. Now, one thing we didn't get to mention when we first saw the picks is, of course, while we don't have, you know, things like the Harbor or the Viper, still bringing the Sky back in allows for a little bit more flexibility with things like the Leers as well. Haven't seen a combo too much yet here on the Haven, but that is an option. Again, just a little bit more flexibility for how to use Arena, how to set that agent up, as we do have our tech pause of the day.
Yes.
For AVL.
We'd be remiss without at least one. Usually these go by pretty fast, though, these days. It seems like it's usually just a quick sound thing, or someone accidentally, you know, yanked the USB cord out or something, and it doesn't take too long to...
Yeah, we're all on site, so I don't imagine it should be too long, but we'll await any updates. If we can share any of that information we get, we will let you know as soon as possible.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is a very different vibe than Zekken.
Yeah, he's...
But it's like almost just as creepy.
It is. But it's like the different kind of creepy. This is...
No, I like it, though.
I appreciate it.
I like Monette owning it.
He's been watching, yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no. Monette's been very relaxed. I mean, again, while he's on a new team, he's been playing on this stage, you know, with different setups, but all throughout VCT Pacific. It is the same arena, just with a different skin here. You know, it's the end of year 2023 skin here for the Sangam Coliseum.
That's right.
A little bit of cyberpunk, a little bit of sci-fi going on.
We got the sticks and skin set this time. I really like this one. Like the white outlines around the players' booths.
Yeah.
I really like the way it flashes on the intro.
Exactly.
The music.
The intro is very good.
Oh, the intro is so good.
Yeah, I love it.
Just Korean esports, man. The intros going back to the old days, dude. So good.
Yeah, I mean,
always gets me so hyped.
That's something that, you know, the overall scene has been working on for so long, trying to build on it, and now we see, you know, all sorts of organizations all around the world really, you know, embodying that and understanding, you know, we want to build this out, we want to build this story, we want to build the tone. You know, obviously, just recently, you know, both at VCT Champions and Game Changers Champions, and then for Riot Games, even, you know, at the League of Legends Worlds, you know, insane stories being brought to light here, and you love to see it. But the story right now between these two teams is, can Paper X stay afloat. I mean, they're being pushed once again, full sense. They're showing that when it comes to Haven, they are here to take down some of the best here in Pacific.
And you start to kind of worry a little bit maybe about the defender side of the coin for PRX with this Reyna comp. It always seems like that's a real big question mark. Like, yes, sometimes Jing is nuts, no matter what. But other times, like, the Reyna can't really seem to find the space and the value. It depends. Like, isolated Reynas are either amazing or not, and there's a lot of iffiness to it. Fast A hit, and I think Full Sense is well ready for it.
Yeah, can they get all the kills they need, though? They know they don't want to let the Reyna go away, but that's enough bait for Divide to get the op kill from the attacking side. Oftentimes, one of the more reliable offers for sure on the squad, but this time it's on the Sky. Trailblazer being sent out. So much value coming out from this initiator for PRX. Now, they've been slowed down, but the Shock Darts, it gets some value, but the Leer comes out, and now everyone on site for PRX. Mindfreak gets 1 kill, allows for the trade for Monyet as well, and it's all down to John Olsen. Only an operator in hand. Surely you don't go for this. He wants to find at least 1 kill. If he can find 1, maybe he can isolate the other 1v1s.
Why not?
They're just crouching by, just trying to check one at a time. Oh, tries to go for an aggressive check with the tailwind, but Divide does not miss that chance.
No, that's a good staggering of utility, and both teams kind of anticipating each other's pressure. And Divide with that operator, like you say, and he does pick it up from time to time, and he's pretty clean with it. And that really was able to stop the advance of Full Sense here and give PRX that man advantage. Push onto the site, and the Leer over the top, really, really good to set up the push onto Fox on the back. That pretty much was round over at that point for PRX. So, yeah, I will say, you want to duel with PRX. Good luck.
Oh, and John Olsen, he just walks all the way through on that flash, anti-flash away from the enemy as well, but he's not able to get his vision back in time to find 2 members on opposite sides of his screen. And PRX, they gain control of A-Long and Sewers once again. No big ultimates to use from this location, but they've already put down the pressure and forced Full Sense out. They just say, you know what, we don't have everyone here to gather up for backup. If it comes to it, we'll just have to go for the retake, and retake it will be, because we do see PRX just going for the spike plan.
Yeah, this is John Olsen trying to double down on, maybe PRX won't expect me doing the same thing again in the same round. Doesn't work out. That happens from time to time. And again, if you're going to brawl with PRX, it's not easy. A lot of teams try and a lot fail.
Yeah, and Sushi Boy's only a judge in hand. Was hoping they would come towards that garage area. Paranoia coming down. They're able to clear under, and Leviathan as well wins the fight through the one-way. PRX, they didn't bargain for this. The pop flash isn't enough. It doesn't connect as it hits right at the edge of the smoke. It's just going to be the run and gun, but the defuse is stuck. PTC will clean things up, and we are tied 6-6 at the half.
Didn't exactly see what happened on the point of attack there, but Full Sense just dissecting the PRX players in a heartbeat. The swing out towards the link, A-Link, just gets shut down. So yeah. PRX just kind of falling apart in a heartbeat there. Just snap your fingers and out they go.
Good retake.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
we had
good
the
retake.
breach up in heaven as well, so hopefully we'll get some different viewpoint. Yeah, so you saw the fault line there. The Paranoia had already hit under an L. And you get the drop with the judge. I mean, it's just cherry on top that Leviathan's able to win against that swing out around the one-way.
PTC doing a good job covering long A. I mean, that's a really clean retake. Really nice from Full Sense.
Well, 6-6. PRX fans shaking in their boots right now. I mean, granted, it is one of their weakest maps, and it is clearly a map that Full Sense has come very well prepared here for the AVL. But Coach Alex trying to give them a little piece of his mind in terms of how to prep for this defense. We always talk about it's generally tougher on the defense with that Reyna.
Yes, generally. Not always.
Unless you're Jing.
Unless you're Jing. And again, the only concern I always have with a Reyna player is a lot of times, especially on Haven, you're going to be left on your own. It's like guard B or something like that. That can get really, really tricky and can be punished pretty easily. Or sometimes you see the complete opposite where you just lock it down and nobody can break you because you're getting that first kill and dismissing and devouring. And there's not much the other team can do about it. So really curious. But Zelen, you know, credit where credit's due, has done a great job preparing Full Sense for Haven for this tournament. They've looked really engaged. You know, it's a map that you're going to expect is going to come through in almost every draft because it's almost never banned by just about anybody in the Pacific region. So absolutely a good choice. And yeah, we have teams outside of Pacific, but none of them ban it either. So this is looking really, really good for Full Sense. I mean, clean. PTC having a good one. John Olsen, some ups and downs, but mostly up. I'd say those operators were pretty good.
Yeah, he's looking to bring that up a bit higher right now with the flashpoint set up to counter this push out from mid, but Jing gets the first kill, draws out so much aggro and sets up for a trade for Monyet. Jing with another on the board as well. It's just a bloodbath in mid. 1v3 for Leviathan, but only a classic in his hand. The Trailblazer hunting him down. It's now a horror game as he just has to run for his life.
Oh, it's tough. Paranoia, nope, not gonna matter. Jing able to find his third of the round. Well, that's an APAC classic. Just run it down B mid, just guns blazing, so you can outduel the other.
Yeah, I mean everyone just typed 1v1 B mid, and everyone answered the call. But both teams very well aware that this was a possibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see the instant commitment to the flashpoint coming up from Full Sense. And then PRX, a couple of their members are able to anti-flash it so that they're able to continue with the trades. And Jing kicking off the second half on a positive note. Now we do see a force buy coming in from Full Sense without even the spike plan.
A couple Spectres in there too even. So a lot going to be coming through. Really precarious position they're going to put themselves in. Something with just a Sheriff as well. See if they can punish it. Paranoia keeps him in place. Damage done, but no kills found.
Yeah, but do they know that all of them have bought up weapons right now? Fox, even with an upgraded Sheriff, watching for that C-Long. The dash in from John Olsen. He's trying to open things up, and the guiding light is just a distraction from his own teammate as we just see everyone falling down on both sides, but Devi is able to try to hold on to the site. Leviathan trying to make a way out, but the spike has been stranded. They can't pick it up just yet. Monyet still has information, and the dash out from John Olsen creates the aggro, the opening for Full Sense to come back, tie things up.
You can see that things a little bit off with PRX having to switch comps ever so slightly. Does cause a hesitation from Mindfreak in terms of whose guiding light is that? Is that mine? Is that?
I mean, it faked me out for a second too.
Yeah, he was. I was tracking it with him, man. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. He's expecting, you know, it's a flash to try to help him. Devi at least trying to make up for it with the double kill. Then Jing not ready for Leviathan. Wow, even the wall bang onto something there. And yeah, the force buy does pay off for Full Sense. So a Marshall for something, a Stinger for Devi, Sheriffs otherwise for PRX, and they can definitely get this done. A few rifles going to be upgraded for Sushi Boys and Fox. The old Talon members come through and try to clean out turret. I think he got it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, turret's been taken down, and Full Sense, they got the free ult orb over by the seaside as well, and with that, no pings on the back of site with the recon, so they assume they must have pushed out from some way. They already cleared out mid under window, now clearing out main with that drone, and it's a body shot on John Olsen, keeps him pretty weak, no heals available, so something he just wants to get this finishing kill. There's the guiding light and the Lear combo, but it's a bit too early as they also get counter flash with the flash point, and Full Sense able to hold strong in A lobby.
Well, Full Sense now thinking about the other side of the map, still afraid of that Marshall, but already on his horse is something to the other side. Still Mindfreak in the garage area lurking.
Sushi Boys has to make sure that he stays alive here for the entry.
Oh,
John
no.
Olsen, just going for the checks. No chances taken. Well, that being the Spectre, not a clear idea of where it might have come from.
Uh-oh.
And Jing, okay, he's got the overheal. He's got a Vandal.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, well, you gave Jing a Vandal.
We've seen it before, but there's a lot of distance he needs to cover this time, so well, I think it's more a question of how much damage can you do, and do you even expect PTC to be holding this side of the angle in mid? Not at, oh no.
Oh, he wants it.
Oh, PTC, he wants it. Oh, he wants it so bad, but the angle's starting to get a little bit disadvantageous there. Wants to secure the round win.
Out of charges.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for the knife. I was definitely I was rooting for the knife. Who am I kidding? Absolutely. But yeah, no, really good stuff here. You know, like you said, the Lear flash combo, the Lear guiding light combo, too early. And it seems like, you know, Full Sense is just extra, you know, moments of caution or hesitation, intentionally or not, are really benefiting them in moments like that. I mean, you have to be that way against PRX. Like, it's always going to be in the back of your mind that they're just going to want to, you know, just square up and fight you with a flurry of blows if possible.
No, here's Paranoia coming down from above, but they can't get through the smoke right now. Everyone flashed up, but Sushi Boys regains vision and catches right the end. Devi hiding out in sewers, now into 2v2. Jing not able to come out of that dismiss.
Spike planted.
And something holding on to an operator. No armor either.
Oh, this is not easy.
He can find one. Surely he goes for the try. You heard it, Sushi Boys. He has an inkling that this is coming up with the Vandal. PRX, do they want the round win? No, they have to value this operator. They finally scraped up enough credits to purchase it. And something will dash out. No one from Full Sense interested on that rabbit chase as they will slowly exit the site.
Yeah, that was that coordinated assault there from Full Sense with the Omen ult to hell. So really nicely done there. And that, even though it initially went kind of weird, they were able to get enough of the trades going outside of the sewers area. Devi with just a Spectre, somehow able to find two despite that lower gun. But still, that's going to be a big one, and PRX has to use their second timeout. It's getting a little bit desperate now, as since that force buy, it's been all Full Sense.
Full Sense, yeah, that force buy really paying dividends right now in terms of giving them overall control here in the second half. Sushi Boys with a nice cleanup kill, leading all the way to the spike plant as well. The second timeout, as you called it, coming out from Coach Alex. Only down 2 rounds, so still plenty of room to catch up, but we do see Full Sense getting close. And here we go. This is the Alex we're used to seeing. No smiles. Ready for those chops. Ready for those death slams.
He's at least, you know, blocking it right now with his other hand. He's keeping the desk safe. He's starting to...
It almost feels like he's fast forwarding. He's just blurting out a full rap here.
He's dialed in today. He's got a new hair color too. I'm digging the dark hair.
Yep. He's been going for a little bit of that tone change.
I like it.
All right, he said his monologue. It's time for the players to let it sink in. The timeout wraps up. Waiting for round 17 in the second half of Haven. Full Sense leading 9-7.
All right, Devi with Seekers, Jing, the Empress, I guess. It's sometimes impactful, but one of the least impactful ults in the games, let's just be honest. So definitely the Seekers, though, could be value. Still able to, like you alluded to at the end of the round, keep the operator in hand for something. So at the very least, you've got that going for you. But look at how fast PRX is rotating to this. They're not going to hesitate, neither is Full Sense.
Yeah, in Full Sense, they will have to clear every single nook and cranny, and it's going to be Monyet with a nice shadow step, completely bamboozles John Olsen. Meanwhile, Jing, a twist of fate between him and Sushi Boys, neither of them spotting each other, but he surely cannot be ready for this one. Sushi Boys holding the close angle on window, makes the call that means A-side has to be open. He's going to dart ahead to make sure he can clear it and secure space, something already on the hunt. As you mentioned, Seekers online, here we go. It comes out, just trying to confirm that there are the main forces here on the A side. The operator can't find an angle. He's trying to hide away, and the shorty gets the kill from something, trying to stay alive with the Vandal. Oh, and the chaining here from PRX, but it's not over just yet, Fox. Just a couple bullets and a dream. He gets another kill, but the half was already done, and the defuse will be... Oh man, it could have been different, but the round will go PRX's way.
I mean, I know the defuse happened, but that was still sick. That was still absolutely filthy. Goodness. Oh my God. What a round. I like the pivot from Full Sense, but what do you do against something? Sometimes he just I mean, you know it's coming and you still can't stop it sometimes. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Sushi Boy seemed to be very well aware of the possibility here. He wanted to tuck in and wanted to turn around to prep for the drop. But it's shorty, not enough distance between him and his opponent. And now full sense, they choose to slow things down again. After the timeout, they wanted to speed things up, and they had the right read. It was a fast push out of A. Oh, on target there, Fox. Both of them actually losing quite a bit of health, but something just a bit lower has to call for the heal coming out from Devi.
all right, Rolling Thunder for the post plan as well as potentially the Hunter's Fury. So for full sense, it's kind of like, can we just get this plant down? And Paper X is not interested in letting that happen if possible. They are thoroughly up in their faces.
Yeah, we're down to a minute on the clock, and while full sense they're scared of Paper X's push out, Paper X has absolutely minimized this map of Haven down to just pretty much the B site. Alarmbot still alive in garage. 3 members in A lobby.
Take flight.
Still have Monyet jump peeking C-Long as well.
I feel like the opportunity here for Paper X to combine their utility. There it is, Flash with the Rolling Thunder just to buy them the space to try to get this round plant, get the plant down.
Yeah, the Leer, it buys enough time for Jing to escape. They're not quite sure where everyone else went, and only 30 seconds on the clock, and here we go, Empress online. The dismisses are trying to draw aggro and time. Not going to go for a second, but during all this, full sense, they know they need a backup plan. Sushi Boys in garage, Alarmbot will pop off. That gives the signal over for Mindfreak to try to rotate, but he hasn't emptied the site just yet, and full sense has no clue. Mindfreak can't find the kill. The spike, it's going down as full sense are pushing out. Knife in hand, not the timing for that one. Something against 3 members of full sense. Lockdown available if Sushi Boys wants to guarantee the round.
A really good chance, just can't quite see the angle. Back to sight, doesn't even matter. Leviathan holding, takes him down, and I mean, full sense is really kind of dealing with the Paper X aggression and their style very, very nicely here. You know, don't overcommit onto this full stack. Use the Owl Drone to check. The Empress gets the kill, but they're ready for the repeak. I mean, Jing gets a little greedy there. He sees a couple players off of that vision from the Empress and is like, oh, I'm going to go for the big one. And it is completely prepared for mentally by full sense. And they're able to pivot right over there. And Mindfreak trying to track John Olsen through the air, not going to work, and clear out of smoke. There's a player lurking from Paper X, dealt with, and things slow up on the start once again. You can see that full sense is very just like, okay, what are they going to try now?
Yeah, and I like this Alarmbot adjustment coming out from Sushi Boys as well. Checking for the C-main push, and he gets a read on it, and all that early push out from something. Now back down the drain, has to back off or at least reset, spend at least another 15-20 seconds to make sure he plants the doubt over in full sense's side. With that push, the early smoke from Monyet had full sense confused, so they will commit the drone for extra information. And I just look at this step by step from both sides. Paper X, they get the information, but they don't have any ultimates here for the retake. It's really just Devi trying to hold the fort. Backup is now here, so he will protect the site.
You're really just looking for that breach utility as Paper X. That's really what you want to see before you overcommit to a defense. But you can see Paper X already wants to push space. They want to punish any movement, any sense of weakness in full sense, and Devi's reading it incredibly
30
well.
seconds left.
Yeah, now we see already back up here. Paranoia buys enough time. Only 25 seconds on the clock. And you mentioned Devi on the minimap. He might be able to get huge value. Does he let this one go? He's just going to wait. He goes for 1 kill. That draws out the aggro. He's not sure where they're coming from. Finds the rest on B, but that means something is ready here. Drops to the ground before he can find a kill. Over and under, but they don't spot him through the cloudburst. He's able to get 1 and 2 to shut things down. Triple to round out the 19th round in the second half of Haven. Paper X climbing up to 9 points.
What beautiful movement from something there to get just enough behind full sense that they're not ready for that position. Yeah, this is just great stuff from Devi. I mean, as soon as they kind of feel like they're pulling away from A, Devi is just going right through sewers, right to spawn, and then into that window. And yeah, he only gets 1, but it kind of alerts Paper X to the presence of full sense, and it sends full sense into panic right into the welcoming open arms of something with that Blade Storm.
Here we Go a full-on push out, but Full says they've seen this before from PRX. They're ready for it from all angles, and it's at the cost of Something's Jet going down. Now, in that past round, Full Sense also used their lockdown, so that no longer available, but the Hunter's Fury still in the bank for Fox.
Mind Freak trying to play off contact a little bit here. The drone, though, spot out his turret, and Sushi Boys just cleans him up.
Yeah, but John Olsen tries to go all the way to the back as well, and that is just good coordination from Full Sense. As you mentioned, you not only get the kill from short, but at the very least you're drawing aggro away. John Olsen doesn't miss a beat, works off of the flashpoint, and that's the site taken over. PRX, I mean, they're not in any position to do any damage. Looks like they're already going for a save.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of one of those positions where you're hoping that it's a solo checking that angle as Mind Freak. But because it's a drone backed up by another player, they're able to punish that turret position. And then John Olsen is just right, like you said, right there, getting it done. So this is really, really good coordination from Full Sense.
Well, that should bring them up to 11 points, only 2 steps away from leading this match 1-0 against the reigning VCT Pacific champions, and of course the runners-up of VCT Champions 2023. We do have still quite a few creds on the other members of PRX, so they'll be able to still go for another bye, but the question is what else can they do? I mean, you know, with the composition they have to keep pushing out, and it just hasn't found that much success.
Yeah, and Full Sense is well aware of the weaknesses of this composition and haven't faltered too many times on their attacker's side. I mean, other than the pistol and a couple other rounds, it's been really, really good stuff that Full Sense is putting together. Good reads for the most part. Let's see what they want to do this time around. This time around, they're kind of waiting again for a push out. Jing, so the Lear out in the middle. Something has to back off with some of that pressure, but this is all kind of fake pressure towards A, and it's caused the rotations of PRX over to the A site. Can Full Sense get some kind of value out of this overcommitment of that early utility? I like what Full Sense is doing here, showing a completely different look with their utility. PRX, though, likes to get an aggro, and Full Sense is aware of it, I think.
Yeah, Full Sense. They're still wary of it for sure. Now the turret broken in garage, and I think that should allow Fox to be even more zoned in. But does he know it's going to be 3 members he has to fight against? No, the jump peak just wanted information, but already PRX 1 beat ahead. Puts Full Sense into a little bit of chaos as they can't decide where to go. Stuck in garage, stuck in mid. If they want to push through A, they have to get everyone back, and Something knows the only other option is going to be that B site. He goes over the fault line, but is he aware of John Olsen flanking around him? Drops a spike, finds John Olsen a bit too late. Trying to buy time here, but the flank from Jingo! Leviathan lives on the shadow step out as well. And John Olsen has to clear a path for his teammate. 2v2, Leviathan only down to 24 health, and Defi's already here. PRX is just everywhere on this map.
Oh, I thought Full Sense had this red at the beginning of the round. See if Leviathan can clean this up. Nope, it's Jing who's good for it. I thought they had it. I thought they had it completely red. I'm like, Fox has got this. He knows they're pushing out.
Yeah.
And then he pulls the sword out, and I'm like, no, he doesn't.
It seemed like maybe a call was made to either go B or just rush through garage. So he just wanted one last check before he moves into mid. And that was the one time he had held that angle for so long, so cautious. And then the fault line not working out against Something either, stops him on B, forces him into this dicey 2v2. And Jing doesn't miss those.
Nope. No, he does not. So now a timeout from Full Sense, seeing if they can keep this, what had been a really good half. You can see some pressure here to the players. Head in hands. I mean, sometimes they just do that because they're sick of looking at a screen.
Yeah, I mean, you have to stare at this for so long.
Yeah.
So Fox just going to try to make sure he regains his focus. I think Depp definitely does that one of the most consistently, right? Like every time out, he's always head in his hands. And it's, you know, sometimes he's like absolutely just fragging out and he'll still just want to rest his eyes. You know, we have the classic Aspas lead back as well. Everyone has their own routine, but right now it's Coach Zalen calling for this chance to let Full Sense know what he's been tracking throughout these rounds.
You know, I've noticed that a lot of America's players have started to copy the lean back. I've been seeing that more and more.
I mean, hey, you don't get too many opportunities, right?
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah, got to get that rest when you can. So off the timeout, Full Sense, what's the call here? Perhaps they've been on this passive end for so many rounds in a row, and it looks like they want to fight for A control this time, and they will be greeted once again with the 2 duelists of PRX. Silver Dart at the ready.
Standing ahead.
Blade Storm sent forward, and it's just a dash forward with the flash, and he's trying to follow through. Can he get it? He finally does with the Stinger. That should be an upgrade. Dodges out of his own teammate's fault line. They still have to clear Devi, and Devi not letting go of the site. Seekers and Paranoia and Lockdown. But look at the map. Full Sense, an absolute fake against PRX as they send in John Olsen. One of the most deadly baits here at the AVL. This spike will go down.
They can keep Fox alive. He's got that Hunter's Fury still for the post plant. PRX. This is going to be a really difficult retake unless they can get like 2 quick clean kills, and Fox has to do some peeking instead of just being able to plant himself as a turret back here with this ultimate.
Yeah, so they send off those nanoswarms early just to make sure they're buying that time. The Paranoia as well. Hunter's Fury being used early, and it just has to go through Leviathan. They want to make sure they can check the spike, and Leviathan gets hit from Jing as well. Jing continues to push forward with the dismiss, gets a second, spots Fox, and the defuse will continue as Jing with another 4K on Haven, tying things up 11-11.
I think just kind of a little bit too early there for that Hunter's Fury. You know, you've got to rely on maybe your other teammates being able to check it, seeing if that, spike defuse is actually happening. I understand the pressure. I understand we've seen it a couple times in this event where we get the pros don't fake moments. But this early part of the round, pretty good for PRX. I like the idea. I like the fake. Just this post plant needs a little bit more rehearsal for Full Sense. The ideas are good. The execution just needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah, unfortunate. The idea, as you mentioned, was beautifully executed for the beginning, but not all the way to the end, missing that 2%. In Full Sense, once again, slowing things down just a bit, but a heavy focus on the seaside means that PRX, once again, minimizing the map all the way down to this middle part. I mean, Full Sense is caught in no man's land right now. Caught in garage. John Olsen will make an opening so that they're able to pinch onto C-site. But Devi, he's watching for the lurk, and he gets John Olsen. Now Full Sense once again trapped on C-long. PTC might be able to get the plant. Okay, well, killing Devi gives an opening. Jing already behind Fox's back, though, and now
spike planted.
Oh, 2-man pinch from PRX. Both of them have to get kills. Something gets one. Now the ping pong back to Jing. Finds PTC, standing. But the spray back through the smoke. PTC will make this a 2v1.
Had a chance with the Empress. Got a bullet to connect on the PTC, but there was still 5 health left for him. PTC just a little bit better. As the Rolling Thunder, things get really desperate here. You'd prefer not to use it, though. Although with the wrap he's taking, might not even matter. They have no idea.
But if he gets a kill, I wonder if he has time to tailwind in. Oh, can't get the second. He had activated it right away, so the idea was there. A nice attempt from something.
Point.
Does do a little bit more damage onto Full Sense's buys, but of course a round win means they should have enough for half armors and rifles on the side of Full Sense.
Just some of these rounds, because of the way that PRX plays, are just so wild to keep track of. I don't know. Wow, PTC, just absolutely nasty stuff there. Keeping that angle lined up with your crosshair, really confident in the play, but now turret out, gone.
All right, Rolling Thunder available now. Once again, the question is, are the mind games, do you use it to enter? Because PRX originally had it absolutely vacant. But now with the slow push from Full Sense, they want to see if they can hold on to the site. Something trying to greed for a kill as they go for the peak. PTC almost dies. He has to hold on to that ultimate. Has to stay alive as everyone gets flashed on the site. And PTC was looking for an opportunity to use his util, but he gets shut down by Devi. Jing here to cover the site. And now Fox all alone in a 1v3. Members coming from all sides from PRX, and it's going to be a 12-12, yet another overtime on Haven for PRX as they go up against Full Sense.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Sometimes I'm just befuddled by. I love what PRX did here. First of all, because they leave something once their flash connects from Devi. They leave something behind the boxes on A site. The other two are playing from Link. They're far enough back that if that Rolling Thunder comes through, then they can play back off of it and they won't get hit by it. That's great. That's wonderful. They only do a little bit of damage there. The Paranoia connects right onto something. He gets stuck in the corner, but there's no other utility response there from Full Sense. It looks like they were trying to really decide if they could commit to the Rolling Thunder or not, and then Devi just answered the question for him, took 2 down in a heartbeat, and it just seemed like the decision-making just wasn't quite where it needed to be for Full Sense on that. So now you go into overtime, and I mean, it's PRX starting to come to life a little bit here towards the end of this half.
And that's one of the strengths that PRX has, right? Is that once they turn it up to 11, the decision-making step-by-step just can't keep up with the speed. It doesn't matter if you have a good plan. If you're not used to talking through things that fast, if you're not used to everyone just executing without thinking and being on the same page, that's a huge advantage that PRX will have over their opponents. So curious to see if the PRX can bring that back for the attacking side. Now, both teams going 6-6 for both halves brings us to this overtime. And PRX will be starting back on the attacking side.
Yep. Let's see if one team or another. I'd love to see Full Sense get another win here on Haven, but PRX, a completely different beast to play against. And not only that, you don't even get to see the same comp that they showed yesterday, so it makes it that much more difficult to figure out what's going on. I will say, though, that Mindfreak does look like he's struggling a little bit at times with the Killjoy. He's getting caught out of position. Sometimes they're really able to punish him on B. The good news is that sometimes Full Sense is losing control of the rest of the map, and that's opening up the space for the rest of PRX to kind of pick up the pieces a little bit for Mindfreak. But yeah, Jing, something kind of as you'd expect, but Devi right back on that sky, his comfort agent showing us that he is still an absolute force to be reckoned with, not that I had any doubt.
Yeah, I mean, continues to be a monster. Now the Operator and the Odin, we've seen this setup before. And Mindfreak just using the turret after he takes a scratch of damage. Now they know both power weapons on the side of Garage. I mean, sure, there's going to be time to relocate, but PRX has already dug deep onto the A side of the map, and Full Sense's response is going to be to tighten the choke around that site. Mindfreak ready for it, knows the Odin's moved over as well, and PRX, they see the timer starting to click down. They want to get in, they want to get the spike plant, and Mindfreak may need help here to catch the flank, as we have 2, maybe even 3 members of Full Sense going for this wraparound.
Still both nanos here for Mindfreak. This drone should spot him out.
Oh, Mindfreak, you are so stuck, and there's the fault line just to boot. Fox gets the kill through the boxes. The question is Jing, do you choose to push out at some point? The spike isn't planted for Link. Might be able to get a spray down from Heaven. So there is always that option. Monyet just using the Paranoia to buy time, and Jing waits for the smoke to clear. Now they can keep their focus back on the wraparound. The main force of Full Sense all taken down one by one. Devi with the clean shots as Fox trying to break things open once again. The initiator duels, but Jing says, no, I want a piece of the pie. 13-12 for PRX.
It looks so good for Full Sense, really just making Mindfreak's life a nightmare on the backside. But once again, it's a really good place from Monyet here. Some really good paranoias. The re-smoke to make sure that John Olsen has no opportunity to kind of take this round into his own hands with that Operator. This is just really good stuff from Monyet. That's the Monyet you want to see. I mean, Devi's just Devi. It's absolutely just disgusting. It's like the later the rounds get, the better Devi gets. It is really just crazy how he comes up so big so often in the late stages of maps for PRX.
It's a big part of why they're always able to claw their way back in, right? Make these comebacks happen, stay alive. Something going for a little bit of that wall bang, but won't find his targets just yet. Full Sense, they've taken some control of Garage, but yeah, Jing's like, okay, even I don't fight against that. But look at that, the double peek out from Garage is just going to be the instant double kill. Jing now stuck here. Can he battle his way out of it? The fault line, he can't jump across, and Jing goes down. And the writing's on the wall. We're going for another set of overtime unless Mindfreak, can he do the impossible? He starts with 1. 4 more to go.
Oh, so close.
Devi's just keeping him stunned up. There's the Trailblazer. No, they're actually going to back out. Oh, what? What? Okay, just gets the kill as he's trying to spam through, keep them on their toes, and PRX. Now a 2v3, the Rolling Thunder online, though they have to keep that in mind, and Mind Freak will get caught by it. Devi dies, is trying to exit, and Mind Freak cannot hide fast enough. 13-13.
For a moment there, I was thinking, okay, well, you've got two flashes still for Devi, especially if you found Leviathan, but then the Rolling Thunder there makes it pretty easy for Full Sense to get this done. What in the world? It's a great swing. Both players connecting with their headshots, and that makes Jing's life impossible, essentially, because he is stuck, pinched between the split forces of Full Sense, and here we go. Reset, we go again.
All right, PRX back on the attack, and they say, you know what, just keep it up to max speed, but do they suspect it? They do. John Olsen well aware. Now, he will go down, but that means no smokes for the attacking team, as PRX now really have to battle their way out of the post-plant situation, let alone getting into sight. Now, C was emptied out. It's a Full Sense, more than well prepared mentally to go for this retake. They're happy to just hear all this util being used. Fox gets that win as well. So no flashes on the side of PRX. Only one clear left in the bank. Not much as util. The Nano Swarms near the spike. Full Sense will be awaiting for the combination here between the breach, the fault line available now. Fox continue to win duels on the flank, trying to just keep them tied up, make sure that they're not peeking out any further. Jump peek keeps Jing on his toes. Fox trying to buy time for his teammates to enter the site. They have done so. The close range classic just to buy time from Fox. The defuse already starts. And something, he needs to go for the spam, but he can't find his targets. The spin around coming in from Sushi Boys, and he will get the defuse as Full Sense takes the lead back 14-13.
Some uncharacteristic mistakes here from PRX. I mean, Devi just straight up losing against Fox, so be it. But Mind Freak here has his turret. He can put it on top of that box or keep that angle more safely checked than he did, and he doesn't. And I've been noticing this a little bit now with Mind Freak, that he is, as much as I joked earlier that it is kind of easy to play Killjoy, but he's constantly, not constantly, but often getting caught with utility still available to him that can make his life a little bit easier. Maybe not always win those, but here we go again with the operator for John Olsen.
Yeah, this time on attack. And doesn't get the kill, but something dashes forward. I don't know if they suspected this one. He's going to find PTC snoozing on the corner there. There's the flash from Devi. The setup for something, and now Jing, the double team as well. Something continues his rampage. The Blade Storm is out, going for a fourth. He finds the head before he goes down to Leviathan. A 1v3, but no space gained for Full Sense as Leviathan stuck in his own spawn.
It's absolutely bonkers from something. Just no other words to describe it but bonkers. He pushes on the back of that missed op shot, and just Full Sense is not even like considering it. They're just like, well, you know. And then the flashes rain in, and here he comes. Jing right behind him, but Full Sense just on his horse, and the knives to boot come out and get him that fourth before he's finally dealt with. Turret here. Gonna be smoked off.
30 seconds left.
Nano is popped, and wow, Monyet right there.
They heard the smoke immediately, and they have an inkling, tying things up once again. 14-14. We go for another set here in overtime.
Deep breaths, everyone.
All right.
Your hearts are
See if somebody can string a couple together, but I mean, you can see that both teams want this really bad, and Full Sense is giving it everything they've got. PRX, as usual, throwing just different look after different look after different look at you. Every round is something new, so you can never really fully anticipate what they're gonna do, man. They're so creative. I love to watch them play, and Full Sense doing a good job. And here's that timeout.
Okay, so Coach Zillin saying, all right, we've had enough of the chaos. Let's reset. Let's regroup, talk through what we've seen here in overtime. What are the weaknesses so far? I mean, that past round, it's just, once again, just not suspecting the fact that PRX often does the absolute unconventional. Dash forward after a op tries to get you. and just put the pressure back on, right? I mean, not many players will have the confidence to do so,
Yeah.
but something does.
Exactly. It's just how do you deal with this Paper X team? And this is something that literally I have had just about every coach and player that I've talked to that has played against them, not just here in the Pacific, but internationally, be like, I don't know, man, we think we have a read on them, we study their tape, and then they come into the match and they're doing stuff that we've never seen before, that we never saw on tape. You know, like, they'll be popping out of smokes when you don't expect it, and they're doing these set plays that are just completely new, that they've gone to the drawing board in the last day or two and figured out themselves.
Well, full sense, the adjustment is here. Once again, oh, wow, just a swing out from John Olsen. A little bit of support with the fault line and a flashpoint from PTC, and the Vibe then will slow things down once again. Sushi Boys hiding away from Jing. They didn't expect the double. He's going to relocate through the smoke. There are the pings from Fox as well. This is a fast cleanup coming in from Full Sense. That's a long-range shorty, but PTC here to draw a bit further aggro. Sushi Boys gets the kill, and good read after the timeout.
Switching sides.
Yeah, really good read there from Full Sense. They really shut that down very quickly. A nice push out from John Olsen. Kind of snowballs things into their direction. That happened so fast, so furious.
I mean, Mind Freak was somewhat ready for it. Obviously, you heard it all through and through, but it's just too fast. I mean, it's kind of Paper X getting Paper X'd on that one.
True.
Sushi Boys, yeah, laughing about it a little bit, but good reset there. Now, did they also discuss what to do here on the attacking half? Once again, all eyes on Garage.
That turret's going to identify something's position. Yep, punished immediately. Something thought he could get ahead of it. He was wrong.
Yeah, and a ping on Shavai as well. This is one of the best starts that Full Sense has had on the attacking side here on Haven. Now they continue to see that the sky still around Garage as they hear that Trailblazer jumping out of Garage. But no information gained yet on A main. Full Sense choosing to slow creep their way in. They don't want to give a heads up until they're close enough. And Paper X says, we have to gamble as well. Go for the stack. The alarm bot lets them know that they have guessed correctly. The drone comes out and Mind Freak gets the spray down for a triple in sewers. Only 2 members left to Full Sense. PTC trying to keep the dream alive. But Monyet with the paranoia will stop all hopes as PTC has to hightail it to the other side.
And it gives Mind Freak the lockdown as well. What a play.
Oh,
finally
man.
he's able to kind of piece the Killjoy puzzle together. And what a moment to do so.
This is all but confirmed, but PTC, one more kill, gets the Rolling Thunder.
True.
If Paper X, they don't go all together, this could spell trouble, and PTC's trying to play the mind games. He wants to catch one off guard, but he's exposed on both sides. He has to make sure that he picks and chooses. Oh no, he's been spotted. He has to choose his battles. Trying to run away, trying to play for time. He has the fault line, but doesn't have time to draw it out. And the double swing out. Monyet picks up the kill. And we will be going yet another as we get ready for round 31.
All right, well, we go again. 30 rounds now in the book. We were talking earlier about Sentinels and DRX playing a lot of overtime. Well,
switching sides.
Paper X is no stranger to it either.
No, not at all. And we do have 3 matches, by the way, everyone, today. So after this best of 3, we'll have another one. Of course, DRX awaiting that, but just good game sense from Mind Freak. As you mentioned it, really piecing together how to work off of his own Killjoy util, cover one side, wait for the drone on the other, holds that off angle.
Stay safe.
He learned that that's the position that Fox was wanting to send those Owl drones out for. He learned the hard way a long time ago and still able to keep it in his mind that it could happen. So good recognition. Something just going to be going in. Here we go.
No, stop it there. Just dashes over all on his lonesome over the Nanoswarm. Monyet going to get picked off in the smoke and something as well. Paper Rex, they are starting to W just a bit too hard as things look like they might be falling apart at the seams on this attack. John Olsen with the op kill as well. And now they rotate, but Full Sense, they get a read on it. He even gets the spike as well.
Down A.
Mind Freak.
Ace? Oh, wait, he can't. I forgot. It was ready.
Oh, can't get that one, but no, Sushi
4K.
Boys. Yeah, goes for the 4K.
I thought he could get the ace there for a second. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I was racking my brain as well.
I was like, nope, wait, somebody else got a kill in there. All right, well, that didn't work. Sushi Boys just reads that really well. That's all there is to it. He steps into that smoke, gets ahead of Monyet. Now, okay, yep. Now we got to take another timeout.
You don't see this every day. You don't see the Coach Alex special in overtime. But valuing...
that's right, John Olsen. That's
valuing the momentum stop a little bit here. I mean, they haven't trading rounds back and forth, but I think, you know, Coach Alex probably saw a little bit of that overheating here in this previous round. Wants to slow him down. Now, both sides always winning out on the defensive round. However, this previous set, I mean, it was all thanks to Mindfreak's heroics, but without that, it could have been anybody's game. Even near the end, PTC, if he had gotten that one kill of Rolling Thunder comes online, we'd be looking at a very different screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's every round just feels like it's on a knife's edge. It could twist one way or the other, you know, and that time around, not really much question because Sushi Boys just get such a good read there onto that long C hit. John Olsen's got the, potential flank from Garage completely covered, and it just shuts the round down. So PRX, another opportunity to maybe reset again and send us even deeper here as we are 32 rounds deep.
Yep, John Olsen at something nearing that 30 kill here on the board. The full sense, all eyes on mid. They are waiting for a potential push out. They've taken over that control, and they are just going to stomp their way through. Dart in the back. Jing wants to empty it. He's all alone, no support. Goes for the spray down, gets one. And Monyet will take that opportunity with the distraction in hand to pick off John Olsen as well. Two members down, two crucial members down. But Leviathan, firepower still online for the Omen of Full Sense. Not able to find the catch on the swing.
Spike down,
Finds himself. Well, yeah, that's a little bit too far out. Gives time for Sushi Boys to regroup, and he's going to get stuck out in the open, and it's all down to Fox once again.
This is just madness. I mean, the B hit just off the rip. Fox trying to catch something jumping out in the open. It's just the bait and switch there. Still, he gets the kill, and it's so funny to watch this because they're just like, we're just doing it. We're just going Russian B, seeing if we can catch them off guard.
I mean,
and it doesn't.
They hadn't done it, right? They hadn't done it, so
it's true.
Going for, okay, there's the timeout. They're probably going to push out from one side. If it's not mid, we will just follow through. But the thing is even there, you see the PRX effect. Although these teams keep tying themselves, they couldn't work off of the fault line immediately, right? They're scared of the push out potentially mid. So Full Sense waits, gives time for PRX to get their comms online. And now no more timeouts. It is just up to the players.
Oh my God.
As we see every piece of util, fault line, paranoia, all invested. And they've even heard John Olsen stomping all the way forward. The drone ends before he can enter the smoke.
Yeah, they were expecting the push out. Did not come through for PRX. So PRX, good piece of patience. It's going to buy them some space and maybe even a free sight here as everybody has abandoned A. And most of PRX is leaning that direction.
Yeah, but they don't hear any more follow-up. They don't hear the actual entry into C. PRX not aware of the fact that Full Sense had also emptied the C site. Full Sense with a little bit of heads-up play. Oh, but can't get the pick as Monyet is going to go for the trade. And now it's going to be Fox and PTC both taken down. Not able to take down the second line of entry. Monyet, Mindfreak, Devi from PRX now looking to take the lead.
A couple nanos now right there to kind of make this even more difficult. We'll see if they need an alarm bot. I like what I'm seeing.
Cover going out.
Cut it up, trying to make sure they can only focus on one side, but a good guiding light that allows Monyet to pop out for the double kill. 17-16. It's been a while since we've seen PRX take the lead.
Yeah, you can tell that
This place is nice.
in terms of the depth of strategy, teams are reaching their limits. It's getting pretty, fast and furious. It's getting a lot of just, okay, we'll wait. Okay, we got some contact. Let's wait. All right, now we push. There's a ton of ambiguity on what the teams are doing. It's now just come down to who's going to be able to make the plays in the moment. And man, oh man, PRX, Monyet. It's been a little up and down for him since his first showing with the PRX squad, but that was a good round for him, getting 3 big kills.
Right here.
And And like what I saw from Mind Freak there, good discipline with his utility. Now we see if they can get it done on their defender side.
Yeah, exactly. The first attacking side wins since the very first overtime here. So we've had, 3 sets with both sides not able to scrape an attack win. Drone gets spotted. Don't think Fox would have. Oh no, he gets the ping. He is aware that Jing might be pushing out, but he can't win the duel still. John Olsen with the trade. However, Devi still in A lobby in A main. He can sense the guiding light. They know it's not coming here, and that allows for the paranoia to come out from Monyet. Looking to finally shut down this Haven. John Olsen dashes in. Can he swing out for the kill? PTC. Oh, he swings around a Mind Freak, but something's there for the trade. Monyet shuts down the spike, and it's all up to Sushi Boys. He can't do it. Monyet, the newest addition, will bring home map 1 for PRX.
What a grind here. Monyet, first one up. Give everyone a high five. Well deserved here for PRX, and what a map, what a fight from Full Sense. They absolutely give PRX everything they can handle here on Haven. You gotta love it, but PRX just barely has a little bit more in the gas tank.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned, at a certain point in overtime, you start to run out of depth and strategy, but PRX, they were still able to go for a little bit of push and pull on that last attack. Just a little bit more experience and adapting on the fly.
And Jingo kill. That's always a good strategy.
Yeah, Jingo kill does help. Monyet coming online today helps a lot here for the PRX squad. And that gives them the map 1 victory. I mean, well fought from Full Sense. Again, you can see that they came into this tournament with this strong idea that they're going to play Haven every opportunity they get. Unfortunately, this time it doesn't lead to a W.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what I see from Full Sense for the most part. The pieces are in place, and I'm really happy with what I'm seeing from them. It's just, look, guess what? This is PRX. This is the team that got second place at Champions not too long ago. This is a team that brings Monyet over, who brings, frankly, just as much firepower as just about anybody else on the team, in theory. That is an incredibly difficult task for anybody in this tournament, and they're pushing them to the limit. You got to be thrilled with what you're seeing if you're a Full Sense fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's very promising stuff. Not shying away from these battles against these mechanically gifted players of PRX. So, and, this best of 3 isn't over yet either. We'll have to wait and see, of course. PRX, they came in with a neat idea with the Gecko on Sunset. We saw it on day 1. Found some good success against Sentinel. And they chose to play that map again here on map 2. Curious to see if it goes all the way to a map 3. But all in all, what a close map 1 between these two teams.
I think that's maybe up there for the longest map I've casted before. Will, that was a absolute grind. Look at that, 14 friggin' post plants.
Yep.
For PRX.
34 rounds here.
Oh my god.
We've gone through everything. We've seen their thrifty. We saw our clutch. And I mean, at the end of the day, the first kills line up with the scoreboard, but it was quite a bloody one. I mean, as it goes when you have PRX running a Reyna comp on any map. But PRX will be able to eke it out at the end after several rounds of overtime. Funnily enough, nobody hitting the 30 kills, everyone kind of sharing the load across the board.
How does nobody get to 30? What?
What was all this for?
Yeah, what? This is okay. Come on, one of you Jets could have gotten that done.
Well, Monyet definitely took away quite a few kills from something. That's
true.
For sure. At Full Sense, I mean, Leviathan, once again, performing very well today. But that's going to be it for map 1 in this best of 3. The losing team, of course, eliminated from the AVL. And the winning team will have to take a quick break and then face DRX later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, PRX currently leading 1-0. Map 2 will be Sunset.
Through your wish, we gotta stay around. There ain't no backing down. Never crack, never fold. We from the gutter but need a crown. We pledge allegiance to the streets. We took the harder path, but now we feel
huge benefit as they're going to find Mind Freak. Hey, in the site right now. Plant not happening. Something trying to battle his way back out. Mind Freak picks Picks up that Marshall, beats in full sense. Oh, he goes for the check, but he downs himself, and the Vandal picked up for Jing.
X is all the way outside of A.
Oh no. Oh, PTC, he wants it. Oh, he wants it so bad, but the end. Find an angle, he's trying to hide away, and the short, he gets the kill from something, trying to stay alive with the Van. Oh, and the chaining here from PRX, but it's not over just yet, Fox. Just a couple bullets and a dream, he gets another kill, but the half was already done, and the defuse will be. Something is ready here, drops to the ground before he can find a kill. Over and under, but they don't spot him through the cloudburst. He's able to get 1 and 2 to shut things down. Triple to round. But if he gets a kill, I wonder if he has time to tailwind in. Oh, can't get the second. Bob lets him know that they have guessed correctly. The drone comes out, and Mind Freak gets the spray down for a triple.
나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
상혁이야!
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않는데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A까지. 아프리카 TV 팀 페이지.
Một sản phẩm của VTV Card, xem miễn phí và bình luận trực tiếp trên online, nền tảng livestream các giải đấu thể thao điện tử. Cháy từng khoảnh khắc cùng với các streamer. Xem livestream vui hơn, tranh luận kịch tính hơn, thách đố dính quá khủng. Online, nền tảng livestream tương tác bản quyền. Xem ngay tại online.vn hoặc tải ứng dụng trên App Store và Google Play.
One day you will win. Keep fighting the fight to fight again. Keep fighting the fight. One day you will win. Keep fighting the fight to fight again.
Bible verses greater than my verses that I fight against. Faith can move a mountain, still my flesh is what I'm fighting with. I fight against the slightest chips on shoulders I confide it with. No, they want an L, but I see more windows than a pilot trip. My God has been my guidance in my darkest times, that I'll admit. Money can't be my God, cause changes come, that change I'm tied in with. I bind it with those times I spent in a room with thoughts my mind ascend. They laugh at the dreams I couldn't pay attention, couldn't kill my vibe, I vibe within. You don't know God till you seen the bottoms, how you know my king the highest. 8th grade, quit sports, I was down to run a blitz just to get the whole team acknowledged. Where I'm from, it's to say a little grave, told mama I wanna go be somebody. I'm alive on a mission by the grace, I'ma get it, it's a miracle to sing goodbye. And my goals big, giving everything my focus. I won't stop, they know this. I'm on the gas, no coasting, so God saw you, if nobody else noticed. You made it through those storms, now I pray you keep in focus, not on work, not pursuits. I'm talking soul, I'm talking truth, talking Christ gave up his life. I'm talking chose, I'm talking you. By the cross we made new, by his stripes we are healed. Name a story, greater story, where the innocent is killed for the bill of the ill. But the darkness shall not reign. On that day it's blurring red, and all of heaven screamed his name. Every thorn that filled his crown, every step was filled with pain. From across his body hung, and from that cross was saving grace. Forgive us, Father, we knew not that this king was here to stay. This kind of love, a mighty power, took the keys from every grave. It's the king, it's for him, it's his glory, it's his fame, it's his church, it's his bride, it's the cross, it's his stage. It's for him, it's for Jesus, it's for hope. People need him, be the hands, be the feet, here on earth, be the kingdom.
Well, our sponsors are surely getting their money's worth here at the AVL because PRX and Full Sense made Life is Game true as we went all the way to round 34 on the first map on Haven. PRX barely able to clutch that win and lead 1-0 in this best of 3.
Well, I was talking about how I didn't know what day it was before, and now I certainly have no idea where I am in space or time after one of the longest maps I can remember outside of a couple that I've seen in EMEA. That was a brutal grind, and you gotta feel for Full Sense, man. They're giving it their all, and it just still isn't quite enough.
So close, and those are the ones that sometimes hurt the most, but look at this. The musical chairs continue for PRX. I can think of a couple people that would be just thrilled to see this happen here on stage, but Forsaken will be coming in place of Divide.
Oh, well, that's different than the last time they played Sunset, which was 2 days ago.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, that's a good point. It is the same map, right? So different lineup here, maybe a different comp. But in all seriousness, this actually really allows them to set up for the 5 duelist pick here, right? You got the Mind Freak Raze, you got the Something Jet, you got the Jing Reina, you've got Forsaken Yoru,
yeah,
Monyet Neon, or I don't know, whoever wants to play Neon, you guys can switch back and forth.
Or ISO.
Oh, yeah, that's true, ISO now. There you go. Listen, it's happening. It's happening.
He's hiding himself. Look at this. He's like, it's a secret. No, it's not. We can see you on stage.
Oh, that's some high level friggin' peekaboo right here.
Peekaboo?
Yeah, the mechanics are just off the charts.
We can't see him. He can't see us.
That is true. You're not exactly wrong. Monyet, good to see you still in high spirits despite a grueling map here. I see Monyet's gone to the school of buzz in terms of having to deal with cameras on stage.
Right.
We got even Korean fans just asking for Jing to be allowed to play for a bit longer, but duty calls, as is required over in Singapore, as is the case here in Korea as well. And now we'll have to see.
Wow.
That does mean, I mean, this is pretty straightforward.
I mean, sure.
No translations needed here.
Nope. That's universal.
Now, it is great to see. Like, obviously, we have some fans from overseas coming in for this week as we knew about the schedule ahead of time, but we see a lot of Korean fans here to cheer on, not just teams, but like specific players, just because we've been able to follow many of these throughout the year now for VCT Pacific here in Seoul. A lot of the fans getting more accustomed and more familiar with these players, their own personalities, what they're good at, what they're known for, their highlights. And Fox, a heck of a performance as well. I mean, everyone across the board in that server. But at the end of the day, it was overtime.
Overtime work for overtime Valorant.
Oh man, what a trade!
What
overtime,
a trade!
OT for OT.
You know what? She won in that trade. No doubt about that.
Oh, absolutely. That's a win in my book. Well, not sure how your boss feels about it, but
yeah, we'll keep your secret safe. Don't worry.
OT for OT.
We're not telling anybody.
Okay, yeah, this fan's really doubling down, saying they'll happily also join military service if it's with Jing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, listen, that's a bold statement to make. That is a bold statement to make. I'm going to presume that that's their boyfriend next to him. Probably has already gotten a bunch of these. Like, no, you definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
I saw Jing marry me. Jing, I heart you. Again, little room for doubt about those.
Oh, show your but the Susanto yesterday did show their performance.
Yeah, which Susanto? You got to specify now.
Yeah, we now have to specify. Is it
more than
Susanto 1 or Susanto 2?
Yeah. But which one is 1 and 2?
It depends on the day. Whichever one frags out is 1, all right? Whoever's better in the server is always the older brother. That's just how it works.
And rumor has it there's a Susanto 3 who's also quite good.
I think there's 3 and 4, right?
Is there a 4? I think
it's 4 that's like supposed to be the Wonder Child. I'm not quite sure, but
that's scary.
A talented family nonetheless. And of course, we see the continuation of the family here for Jing. Jing's mother here in full force to cheer her son on. Love to see the support.
As always.
All these different makeup on Jing's face for all the fan signs that she rings.
Yep.
We got the hearts today. I mean, listen to her. He's just her little baby, just performing on stage, trying to just drag out another win. Now the big question is
सिल्वर कॉइन मक्का, बाफला और जवार आटा। इसलिए तो हम करते हैं स्वाद और सेहत दोनों का सम्मान।
Well, let's see. Again, ISO available for this tournament. Still haven't seen it picked up. Sunset definitely rearing its head here and there. And PRX. Okay, so we're going to go with the double controllers. The Viper coming in for Mind Freak. We're going to forego the Cypher this time. And okay, with this, I'm actually on board with PRX kind of testing things out, right? Going for another reasonable composition here and see how else it could work out. Over on the side of Full Sense, we're going to have not only the double controllers, but also the Cypher really leaving any form of attack up to Fox and John Olsen on that Sky Raze combo.
That's a split comp here for Full Sense, so opting to kind of play this map like I think the map that it's most similar to in some ways is Split in terms of just like the angles and the way the map flows. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense for me for Full Sense. I liked the Gecko for PRX. I thought it worked really well. The KO catches people a little off guard on this map. I think not many people are running it, so Forsaken was finding a ton of value with his utility. He put up a butt ton of assists, and just I have a lot of faith here, even with this change in like comp and roster for PRX, that they can still get it done. And I'm curious to see exactly how this is going to evolve compared to before. And not gonna lie, it's only my second time getting to cast Sunset, so I'm pretty excited about that.
It's always exciting whenever we have a new map come around. And great to see so many teams more willing to pick up this one here during the off-season. Of course, saw it quite a bit at the Game Changers Championship as well. Well, without further ado, it is going to be map 2 as PRX leads 1-0 against Full Sense and chooses to take us to Sunset.
All right, man. I love this map personally. Like, at least the one time I got to see it in terms of casting it. But I've watched it obviously more than just that. So I'm really curious to see, how much PRX is going to be able to utilize this comp to kind of push that space that we saw them be so effective against Sentinels with. On their attacker side in particular is where they were doing the majority of their damage here for PRX against the Sentinels. So this is going to be an interesting start for Full Sense. Can they hang on? Can they force this map 3 after an absolutely just grueling series in the first map? Regardless, they basically played another map already. Are we going to go to a fourth map?
Oh, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. As I am noting that the timer has paused.
No,
as we heard your monologue about
no,
Sunset of
that can't be. This is the wrong multiverse. Get out of here.
Because I thought it was, I was looking at the minimap, I'm like, that's a very interesting starting position for the Gecko, sitting behind that little mailbox.
Someone call Dr. Strange and fix this. This multiverse sucks.
Yeah, send us out of here. Get me out of here. Well, hopefully it will get resolved here soon. Does look like all the PRX members just double checking everything. Full Sense seems like they are content with how things have been set up, so wherever it may be, hopefully it is resolved ASAP. But ladies and gentlemen, the previous break, we had the substitute in, so hopefully this one it's just a quick little resolve, a quick little check. We're gonna try to keep you guys entertained in the meantime, which is oddly enough not my strong suit, though it is my actual job to keep you entertained.
I can be really entertaining if I get really tired and really weird. So we're not there yet.
Okay.
But
we're looking at that for map 3 of our third match later tonight.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Well, we've got that in store. Well. Full Sense versus PRX. Clock ticking down. PRX on the attack, as you mentioned, Paper Thin. 3 Ghosts and a Frenzy. So Jing ready to dive right in. Monette ready to send that Paranoia. Not sure if it's going to be a blind one or if it's off contact, but the pings are there. So they are ready to pounce on to be main here.
And Sushi's looking to punish this B hit. It's just actually the smoke going to come out initially. PRX just something out in the open. Getting that opening kill into John Olsen.
PTC getting caught as well. Something with another one and a clean shot from Mind Freak. Should note, John Olsen also not able to get the speed he wanted off the blast back early. Now, Leviathan does get to sneak around, but he's going to miss everybody as Paper X has all gone through the spawn. He will get that information, but it's just a pistol round. Only 2 members left. And I'm not sure what advantage Full Sense can gain off of it.
I just tried to push tiles, and Paper X has a nice crossfire setup. And they're taking some damage. Mind Freak down pretty low and caught from behind by Sushi Boys, so able to eliminate 1 member of Paper X, but Plant should be able to come through here. Let's see if Sushi Boys and Leviathan find any success. Still got the smokes to work with for Leviathan, so some options.
Yeah, we've got both smokes available now. They will get spotted by the Boombot, and Jing doesn't want to miss a beat. He doesn't want to give them time to regain control. The nice flash coming in from Dizzy, and Jing with a nice double.
That's a really nice setup there on this post plant to set up Jing. It's a smoke from Monyet to allow, right as it's coming down, to get the first kill. A little bit easier for Jing. Then the flash over the top for the second, so really nicely handled there by Paper X. Good coordination, something we definitely are very keen on seeing. And yeah, you can see players pushing out of tiles, and it's all just kind of going the way of Paper X for the most part. They're pretty clean with it. Great timing on this smoke. Really like that. Just give Jing enough time to see the feet, get the kill. There you go.
All smiles. He's on that raise again. They had that victory over Sentinels as well, and a greedy ult over here from PPC. He will get it. Not sure he can get out. No, he's just going to be slowed down. Even gets caught by the fragment. That's going to be death of the Viper. No more toxic screen available here on the B side. And Paper X, they say, all right, we gained that information. We have the better weaponry. Not quite aware of the Marshal awaiting them, though, so they're actually just going to be overly cautious, not cross through mid.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Full Sense actually gets a pretty good read on this, so they could definitely do some damage here to Paper X. Let's see if the utility is going to be able to clear out Sushi Boys. What an nice angle for the camera. What an angle.
Finally gets cleared out, but Paper X, they know that they've been seen. They're wondering if they now have the timing, but unbeknownst to them, all backup already arrived. Everybody here, but Mind Freak says doesn't matter. Still get the kill. Forsaken already on the site is going to be able to clear out that little cubby in the back, and Monyet with a nice double spray down with the Stinger will clean out round 2.
Well, no force by this go around for Full Sense. They still have yet to win a pistol. It's been all Paper X in terms of the pistol rounds. So another team kind of struggling to find their footing with those pistols. And this is not the time to be doing it against Paper X, because as we saw against Sentinels, they feel pretty confident on this map. Very happy to pick this and really do a great job with that utility for Gecko. Just clearing so much space with it. There's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, the Gecko usage for something is something that really impressed us on day 1 as well.
There's a lot of like open air on the map, right? Like there's a lot of like over angles for like flashes with the KO, so you can get over flashes and the Dizzy and stuff like that. So it's really good.
I mean, you know, the map's based in LA, Gecko's from LA, it all makes sense. The universe coming together.
It's all coming together.
On Paper X, they're trying to just add some extra mental stack as they push top mid, and something even gets the kill here against Leviathan. John Olsen, you can't overheat here. He wants to defend, but the Dizzy's actually going to force him back. So he will regroup with his teammates. Can't get the first shot off the drop against Mind Freak. The Bulldog comes out on top, and that forces Sushi Boys out of the sight. You still have Monyet lurking in tiles as well, ready to go for the flank on a moment's notice.
Oh, man, so much damage done on that nade from John Olsen, though. Sushi and Fox going to be able to clean up a couple.
Yeah, but Monyet has opened things up. He's going to check for the flank, and that allows Paper X, 40 seconds still on the clock, to go for the rotate. Now, does he hear the rotation through spawn? He hears one, but he's not aware of where Sushi Boys is coming from. Gets the headshot, but this duel has gone on for too long. Sushi Boys gets the kill, and now Paper X unsure of where to go. The ping comes out for Jing to rotate back to A, but mid is going to get caught on the minimap. We see Jing get the kill, but the spike gets dropped by Fox, and only 15 seconds on the clock.
Is there enough time to get this done? He's got the showstopper in the back pocket as well. This is still very doable for Jing. Oh my word.
Okay, is he going to choose to just push out from one side with the showstopper? No, he wants to empty out. He wants to wait for an advantageous fight. Can he get the wraparound? Fox here a little bit earlier than he bargained for, and Jing not aware of that positioning. Fox with a triple kill, finally able to put one on the board despite the heavy losses in economy.
Yeah, this is just a scrappy round for Full Sense. Able to get it in the end, but it looked pretty dire there for a moment. Now John Olsen again getting a ton of damage on that fragment, but getting a little potentially over aggressive. almost gets punished on the dizzy.
I need this.
Fortunately, he's able to get out. Let's take a look here. Look at this. Right out in the open. There's a full stack of Paper X players start doing some damage, but Fox gets a good angle, able to get behind the rotations of Paper X, and they're not quite ready for it, thinking they might have just enough time and space to cut through mid. Try to come around one of the links or something, but not gonna happen. Here we go.
Yeah, there's that showstopper ready to be thrown out. Sends it into market, doesn't find a target, and can't find PTC as he swivels back and forth. But Magnet and Forsaken will go for the trades. The entry will still happen onto the site. Wingman going for the plant. Back of site still held on to by Full Sense. We do have a neural theft, but that cooldown should be running off soon. So we'll need a new kill if they want that information. Fox, 1 point away. Oh, but here comes Thrash as well. He's just using it to buy time. And something just holding true here. And it's going to be the Paper X spray down to defend the post plant.
Oh, you gotta love that little tech from something with the Thrash. That's so smart. Just buy a little bit of extra time and really, you know, make them commit to that position where they're going to have to clear the Thrash. You know they're going to want to. And then you've got the crossfires ready right out the backside of main. I mean, no problems at all for them here in this last firefight. It's just everybody on point. Him and Forsaken, Mind Freak looking good there. That is impressive stuff. I like the way they're using that Wingman for these deep post plants for Paper X. You know, you don't see that all the time. They usually like to scrap up front, but adding a little bit of depth to their playbook, some of these new setups that they're running.
Yeah, and against, you know, the eco here, Paper X choosing to go full speed. They've done this a couple times. Use it against them when they have the weaker weaponry. Just make sure you're grouped up. Don't give away those rifle upgrades. Talked about the Wingman. When you have these mechanically gifted players, what more could you ask for than everyone still holding onto their rifles, ready to shoot back? Now, a good flank timing here from Fox. We'll have to keep an eye on that on the minimap. Can he get the kill onto Mind Freak, get a free Vandal? That will open things up for the rest of Full Sense, but they have to pick and choose who's going to make their first move. Fox, he's waiting for so long, and the rest of his team is just getting slaughtered as they try to come through these smokes. PDC and Leviathan looking at a couple kills themselves, and that lets Mind Freak know, okay, last one still hasn't peeked out. It's got to be from behind.
Good patience from Mind Freak. A little more comfortable on the Viper here. Able to get the job done and really bounce back from a rough start on Haven. Since a few missed opportunities, he's been able to capitalize. Has the Viper's Pit as well. Available for this next round. And yeah, I mean, you're right, dude. They're just playing to not give up these rifles, and Wingman really, really useful for them to make sure that they can get those plants down a little bit safer. Set up. Now, you do have Seekers. Of course, still the Neural Theft. Never got to be used as they gonna think about A again. Nobody in range of that knife.
Yeah, there's Null Command though, right? So the knife to clear short, and then Null Command to clear further into the site. Magnet even getting the spam through the smoke, and the Seekers are used early just to get information, but they're not gonna find much value. They're all just coming the same direction.
And look at Paper X, they're waiting for him. They're hoping that somebody's pushing on the back of it. Something though, waiting, and I think they suspect somebody's right on the other side of it. Is he up and over? Is he gonna spot anybody?
Jumps through the smoke. Sushi Boy's just hiding for as long as possible. Pot getting some damage done, but Jing's not done himself yet. Going to find that Cypher, dropping through the Poison Cloud. Chaos ensues as Magnet continues to be a menace here in Elbow on Mind Freak. Still putting up more kills on the board as Paper X leads 5-1.
Paper X, so tricky to deal with. Everybody's so fast to react to stuff. They're so quick on the fly with their decisions. Yeah, they lose a player to Sushi Boys, but you know, they're aware of that. There's likely somebody behind that, and they want to make plays where they want to set the tempo. They want to be the ones with the, you know, initiative in these fights. And so often they are. And yeah, even though you get the Neural Theft, it doesn't really matter. They're not super scared. As you can see, they're really, really well versed on this map. They've got a lot of good feeling for the flow of it in particular.
Yeah, it's been clear that this is one of the maps that they wanted to focus on since the roster addition, I should say, in Magnet coming in. Testing out still a couple different combinations, it looks like. Last time it was a Cypher, this time it's the Viper. You know, I guess the broad theory still remains the same, but Coach Zalen, he knows he has to put a stop to this. has a lot to share with the team, trying to hear some opinions back from the players themselves. PGC seems to be taking a little bit of that initiative, and we'll see a full sense if they can crack the code.
Yeah, it's tough no matter what. You know, the way that we've already seen they're kind of willing to show you a lot of different looks is PRX. There's a lot of different ideas they're going for. Sometimes they'll just brute force their way through you and take full control of a site and line up with their guns and set up for crossfires. Other times they'll let Wingman do the plant and then set up for a deeper post plant, set up for some of that utility play around that situation. So already, you know, there's quite a bit of layers to what PRX does, and I mean, I'm really liking Something's Gecko. I frankly I was impressed with it on day one, still impressed with it on day two. He's providing a lot of value with the utility. Yeah, we know Something's nuts with guns, but it's also pretty darn good with this agent.
Yeah, well, PTC this time trying to find a cheeky kill of his own. Won't find the kill itself, but puts the pressure down on the PRX, so they continue to slow things down. This time they were happy to do so. Very wary of this potential half buy, and now that they've heard the Guardian, they're well aware. And Mindfree continuing to get these kills on the lurk. One step ahead of Fox. Of course, the weapon advantage coming in handy. Vandal versus Sheriff. Now Showstopper in the hands of John Olsen. Does he send it if he can find an opportunity? PTC can't get the kill. And now John Olsen, if he wants to go in, he has to go in blind. It's not too much information to work with. Mindfree can't get the swing around, but already enough damage has been done. Jink follows through, makes sure that that rifle can't be picked up.
High five, Wingman. Oh, no.
Well, not that time.
Not that high five. Oh, that's bad timing.
Sushi Boys was waiting for that one. Here's the pickup. Can't get a second one, though, and that's going to be yet another point for PRX, 6-1.
Yeah, this is good patience off the rip here from PRX. They kind of read that there's going to be a push out from that angle on A, and they're ready for it. They're just hanging back. It's no problem.
Yeah, somewhat aware of a potential tiles push as well, and you know, it all comes crumbling down when Fox just can't get the kill from behind. Mindfreak still holding that angle. And this is why, as chaotic as PRX can seem at times, it's very clear that they're aware, they're communicating, they're talking, and now it's been working. Keep doing it. Don't fix it if it ain't broke, as he pressure that A site once again. However, they will tag more people, so they send Magnet all the way into the spawn. Thrash pushing elbow. Magnet gets the kill in spawn. Jink clears with the showstopper, and in an instant, it's only PTC left as he goes down for a flawless on the side of PRX.
That's brutal. I mean, what do you do? That's a kind of a set play here for PRX, and off the back of Magnet causing chaos, you know, trying to figure out where the heck he went for full sense. It's like, oh, we've got a showstopper as well, and we're just running it down. Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll see you later. See you next round.
Yeah, just absolutely calculated. Of course, the From the Shadows covering the minimap helps quite a bit as well. In full sense, they had the buys, and PRX came prepared for it. Now they'll still pick up a couple rifles here. They'll scrape together whatever they can. Jin on top of the box here. You see that screen's going down. He is stuck with the judge. Balls for backup from Sushi Boys.
And I like the way that, you know, Forsaken uses these knives to check some of these close, tight angles that can be pretty tricky for the attacker side to deal with on this map. So it does give them sort of like a scent, a lot of ability to check some of the more tricky options that you have as an attacker. Because you're a little bit limited in some ways on this map, so I'm really enjoying the way that PRX utilizes their utility on this map. It is really, really impressive.
And they'll have a couple of those coming back here soon enough. The Dizzy's still online after that early pickup. The toxic screen comes back up. Oh no, the pit timing. This could be disastrous. They just go for the spray! PTC had no idea how close they were. And that's the ult down the drain, as we're down to 3 members of Full Sense once again. Paranoia in hand. The boom bot pushes him out further. Magnet knows he can still hold on to that ability.
Just not even fair, man. PRX just has it read so well. Okay, well, Fox with the Guardian. It's one.
Mindfreak doesn't want to greet it too much. He knows it's his job to keep Market safe, but he can't make that happen. The showstopper is online, although Full Sense, they're running out of time just a bit. Jink sneaks through the smoke and gets Leviathan on the wraparound. John Olsen can't even go for the save. He wants to. He's trying to keep them at bay, but he'll only get 1 kill for his troubles.
It's so difficult when one of the best ults you have in the bag is just ripped away from you. Because PRX has a great read on where you want to plant it. I mean, they're just waiting there. They know it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, they never cleared it, right? The toxic screen goes back up, and they're very well aware.
Yeah. It's some good scrappy play here from Full Sense to get it close, but the Jing sneaks behind and gives him a backstab. I mean, it's just so... It has to be so frustrating to play against PRX because they're so good at this map already. Like, it's just not fair.
Steps ahead for sure, especially, you know, compared to some other teams we've seen in Pacific and how long it takes them to get adjusted to some new maps. PRX already juggling, you know, different combinations of agents here, looking very comfortable. As you mentioned, the comms seem to be on point on how to hold each other's angles. And now just trying to combat that one way by staying on top of the box here from Monyet. Dizzy at the ready. Still have 2 flash drives as well, and they send everything. The paranoia, and John Olsen dodges it all. Can he get a double? Only 1 kill, but he will pick up the Vandal back in time. And finally, a glimmer of light for Full Sense as they try to get a second round on the board.
All right, well, pivot over towards tiles. There's the trap wire there with that Sushi Boys lurking all the way into spawn already. So PRX gonna have to fight to get out of this really tricky position.
Yeah, their Paranoia is ready as well. The Sky on the other side. Paranoia pushes them back out, but you still have the Cam here watching Market. Dizzy does barely spot him, but he doesn't get tagged, and PGC will get the kill. Full Sense pinch on the attack, and they make it 2-8.
They basically got control of every angle on the map at that point. I mean, mid was the only option that PRX had. Full Sense knew it, and they took full advantage of it, keeping them completely pinned and trapped, and PTC sneaking into B main. Makes it an easy crossfire at the end. Good start here for John Olsen. Finally able to find a good opportunity for that ultimate. Now Full Sense. 2 rounds. Let's see if they can string together a few more.
If they can get to 4-8, yeah, it's not so bad given how it started.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they had the 5 rounds in a row. And oh, John Olsen, he was ready for it. They've seen this time and time again. I mean, PRX, this is about the 4th time they started the round with the same setup with the instant paranoia. Now, they make it into elbow, but the site already has backup. Fox trying to go for the anti-flash, but he can't hide in time. No backup there for the trades. And PRX, they just once again get the pinch. Even protecting Wingman on the spike plant.
It's like PRX just know, like, their job, they already know what they need to do. Okay, the Jing entry doesn't work. We're still going to walk through this angle, and everybody's like covering the proper corner. It's so well coordinated already. It's really impressive. Okay, nice shot. Nice shot, Sushi Boys. What else you got?
Oh, he's got the hero theft. He can get the location of both members of PRX, but will they give him an opportunity to get the shot? Oh, that's some good play from PRX. Wait for the second ping, and then swing out together to throw him off. Sushi Boys can't find kills.
Okay. Can we see a 9-3? Can we see the curse for Full Sense? A nice read by John Olsen, like you were talking about, Will, but PRX is just, everybody like knows their job and knows what angle they should be watching, and they're like crosshair placement as usual, very good. Just start shutting Full Sense out so fast.
These are the types of factors we talk about when you're playing musical chairs with your roster, and the fact that PRX can continue to do so just goes to show how dialed in every member of the roster is. A lot of people had some doubts on day 1 about Monyet. Can he keep up with the pace? But today, he's doing just fine. Oh, even the tricky swing out from Sushi Boys, and Jing just gets a read on it. He's ready for it. Spots Fox. Guiding Light comes out, but Forsaken is wrapping around the one-way. Should be able to find that Sky. Cannot get the kill. Allows for a little bit of extra time for Full Sense to crowd in, but Jing, he's holding strong. Draws out enough aggro for Monyet to also pick up a kill of himself. And the Thrash just gets that nice drift for the detain.
All right, well, that was pretty crazy. Jing, like, the senses to read that play is just insane. I don't know if we've seen that setup from Susha yet, and he just, like, felt that someone was around that corner, or he's just that fast that he can react that well. Either way.
We'll see here, I hope. Oh, he's
Oh
just
my
fast.
god, he's just fast.
Yeah, he just wanted to clear the other side because he didn't send the boom bot both ways.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, gets the swivel. There's the drift. They already knew it was over when they spotted him. And that is a dominating half, 10-2 for Paper X. A lot of work left to be done here for Full Sense.
No doubt. No doubt about it. I don't know how you come back from that. Like, that's just one of those moments where you're like, geez, these guys have this map like so well thought out. And this happens a lot of times. Like, another thing that a lot of coaches will tell you is that sometimes coming into an event, like if you're the best team at the new map, then you have a really good shot at winning the event because either people have to force ban it against you, which leaves open another, map that's really good for you, potentially really bad for them, or you're just, whenever it comes to you, you're just so much better than everyone else at it. Just knock them out of the park.
Currently, Paper X definitely outshining Full Sense on this one. It was such a close affair on Haven that it's a bit shocking to see Full Sense not able to get a single grasp of how that first half went by. And we have to remember, I mean, Paper X, they just ran it to A time and time again. Sure, if it got stopped, they would go for a rotate. And Full Sense, they started to empty mid out, just put the trap wire, try to put even more weight onto A site, and they could not combat the pinch onto the site, going all the way deep into elbow. And for their sake, hopefully things are a little different when they have the initiative here on attack.
Yeah, they try to spread the map. They tried a bunch of different stuff, and none of it worked. I mean, Paper X is just so aware of all the angles on this map. They're so well aware of what all their jobs are in terms of where they need to be looking, who needs to be looking where, what the possible positions are. Let's see, I'm curious how fast this is going to be. A lot of damage done already, though, to Mindfreak.
Yeah, but the snake bite is enough to stall the entire push. They spot two, so they spot the Viper and the Omen. And Full Sense says they don't want to deal with it. They already have Sushi Boys deep into elbow. They want to try to work off of that, see if there's any extra movement from Paper X. They're waiting for a push out onto tiles. They're waiting for a push out onto B main, but in a rare occurrence, Paper X, they stay calm and they will not overreact.
All right. Slow up momentarily, but a lot of space being taken by Sushi Boys over on the long side of A. Let's see if he can get through. I don't think.
Yeah,
really,
no tags.
Yeah, no tags on anyone. So for now, information pretty lacking.
Screen goes up, so Paper X well aware that they have to give up any idea about elbow. The Omen smoke will come out as well. Now, no PTC in B. Going for that Poison Cloud, trying to go for the lurk, but he may be too slow as everyone from Paper X, they're just sprinting out. They want to be there for the retake as soon as the spike plant goes down. It's up to the main squad of Full Sense to just buy enough time. Oh no, PTC, he realized he might have been late, and he sprints forward. Lets himself be known to Mindfreak, and the Dizzy comes in. Leviathan regains vision. And the jumps come in from Forsaken and Monyet. Something going for another pickoff as well. Sushi Boys only one kill, and it's all down to John Olsen. He gets two, but that's gonna be the end of the story as we see Forsaken getting the defuse for 11 points.
The ideas are so good, but they panic just a little bit. PTC just starts making those footsteps, and immediately Mindfreak swivels around at him, and it just ends up all crumbling from there. Could have been so good for Full Sense.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, I almost feel bad that I mentioned it. I always feel bad that I mentioned he might be out of time.
That's the first thing I was looking at. I was like, that could go bad for Paper X, and then I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, PTC felt the pressure, wanted to try to catch up, and I think it's because maybe the main squad hears so many footsteps getting near the site, right? And you start to over-panic. Well, at the end of the day, we see another forest find. Now, this is how Full Sense was able to make the match happen on Ave and try to catch up. This time, Poison Cloud was stopped them for the time being.
Poison's off.
And a lot of rifles in the hands of Paper X. 3 Bulldogs and a Guardian for Forsaken. Monyet with the Stinger, so this close-range weaponry going to be tricky to kind of cajole Paper X into using, giving them the really good opportunities for it. And you can see that Guardian is going to be identified in mid. Now, just trying to find some weakness here. Full Sense going to just really take their time, see if they can, get Paper X to get impatient.
and PRX, they're just so confident on this map. They have been giving up elbow here on A non-stop. They look at the toxic screen, they say, we don't want to deal with that. We don't want anyone to get stuck in there. Ultorb here for PTC, but still quite a ways away for most ultimates on the side of FullSense. Something. Does he go for the spike plan? Oh, he's going to get one kill. That gives him the confidence to peek out off of the flash. Then that's a double kill. Spike stranded in the middle of the site. Sushi Boys will have to reclaim that position. Forsaken going for the flank, but Leviathan swings out with a stinger. Now a 2v3, but PTC is so low, so Sushi Boys comes in to save the day. A double kill. Yeah. Inverse Jing, the camera doesn't go down in time. Jing has to let go. And Sushi Boys, he tries to bait him and goes for the swing out, but he's so low. And just an extra bullet, and Jing will get the round.
So close. FullSense able to recover so nicely from that sneaky position by Something. Great timing there from Something. Completely fools FullSense. Gets those 2 kills, delays it just long enough. Then they're able to really lock down this link area, but
I mean,
they're just so good, man. I mean, PRX is just so talented. It's just so difficult.
yeah, they had already also done so much damage, right? Sushi Boys did what he could, all the heroics at the window there.
Yep.
But it's just not enough. Brings him up to 10 kills, but all of them way behind in the total number as PRX now with some changed aggression on A site. They herd them into the middle of the map, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we're facing the last couple steps here of FullSense at the AVL. Mind Freak. Screen goes back up and trade for the Cloud. Allows him to keep his eyes trained on Market. Oh, tries to swing out off of the Omen smoke. Now, an opportunity for FullSense. Showstopper online as well. Okay, a bit of a blind teleport forward. Just a Hail Mary on this bonus from PRX.
Surely not. Surely there's no way Something can get this done. John Olsen, half health. Yeah, you might be able to get one, but that crossfire outside of that door, that 50-50 is...
Yeah, I think he's just gonna... Oh, no, okay. I'm always wrong about this one. Oh my God! No, Something! How do you do that? The round goes to FullSense, but boy, oh boy, they've definitely been training on this map.
That is ridiculous that he reads that so well. I mean, yes, it is kind of the expected positions, but the fact that his mechanics are good enough to spin on a dime that quickly.
Yeah, and just hold the spray control, right? And just transfer it over.
Exactly.
A very impressive showing mechanically here for Something.
Whoa,
yeah, really good control on that spray. But at the end of the day, take away a couple weapons now. It should be noted that PRX did buy up to extra rifles there, so because they lost all of it on the previous round, they're now down to Sheriffs, despite the previous one having theoretically been the bonus.
Got a Thrash, a couple away from the ults for Forsaken and Jing. Still John Olsen once again has a showstopper. Sushi Boys, yeah, the neural theft. Maybe there's an opportunity to find some value here, especially with the weaker weapons. Find that early pick for FullSense. There you go.
Yeah, FullSense just drawing aggro from all angles, trying to get these early picks, but Forsaken is going to go for the trade. Spots John Olsen, and John Olsen not ready for the double as Jing swings out from behind. Continue to see one-to-one trades with the paint shell coming into Tiles. Jing wants to chase through. Only 45 health. Bit of a greedy deal as Fox gets one step closer to his Seekers. Oh, Forsaken, quick swing around. And Fox will clean things up, only 1 point away from his ultimate.
Still a scary round for FullSense. Yeah, you win it, but I mean, PRX, even on weaker buys, is still pushing you to the limits, and now they've got a showstopper. Now they've got the KOO. No command is there. So there are a lot of powerful options for PRX to send you out of this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, retakes are going to look real strong. They could even use one of these ultimates early on to push out. You mentioned no command online. The Thrash still there. The showstopper still online as well. And here we go. Jing's using it just to clear out Tiles. Even sees where the Sky Guiding Light is coming from. He's still holding on to that rocket. Sushi Boys will get a nice kill, but look at that. Jing follows all the way through, picks off the Sky. And now down to a 4v4. The Thrash, of course, eliminated as something gets taken out from that trap wire.
I know exactly where you
Roll
are.
theft to get a good idea. They see it's a stack here for PRX, and
Oh,
John
John.
Olsen peeks off of it and gets 2. All right, still committing to the rotate though, just because Sushi Boys already had control of the site somewhat. PRX, they've reacted as soon as that neural theft came out.
Yeah, I mean, they thought they could get right behind Full Sense and just chase them over to the A site. You know, they were like, well, it's not going to be confusing that there's 4 of us over on B. Instead, John Olsen, a sneaky position, makes him pay.
Oh, thought it was going to be a swing out from close to the wall around the smoke. Monyet will pick up that kill. Now down to Forsaken 1v3. Showstopper still online for John Olsen, so you got to imagine we still got at least one more round in the tank. Leviathan will close things out on his line as Full Sense brings it up to 5.
Yeah, I mean, just Full Sense here, able to kind of catch PRX sort of overconfident, I think. And, to get a good showstopper, I can't believe he finds that angle, but, John Olsen is just ready. Because I felt like to me PRX was just like, okay, fine, we're all 4 here now. Now we're either just gonna chase you or just scooch across the middle of the map to get over to the other side. But instead, it's a great heads-up play by John. And now let's see, can they continue this run? Fox with Seekers. I mean, you have no room for errors. Full Sense.
Yeah, but they do still have the rifles, right? And PRX, their economy once again having to go for these stingers. Only the 1 rifle on Jing, and that gets taken down immediately by PTC. Weaker weapons for PRX.
I've got your trail.
And that signifies it's a call for the Seekers. And they see all of them going the other way except for one that's kept Mind Freak just stuck here. There's the paranoia. He can't find his target. The Showstopper coming through. Fox deep on the lurk as well. Ready for more members. Even has backup in the form of PTC and John Olsen. PTC wants to make that Viper spit. They want to chain the ultimates going forward, and he'll have it ready if he can find the last kill. And so he does. Viper spit online. That's Full Sense catches up to 6.
Okay. I mean, they're making the most of this. Every opportunity that they're given by PRX is being taken advantage of. And yeah, certainly going to want to take a timeout. Try to regroup here. I think maybe just try to find ways to work together like you do on that attacker side. I don't know, maybe play the map like you are on the attacker side again. Just kind of send it at them and see what happens. Yeah.
Yep, throw paranoia and everything, right? I mean, listen, sometimes that helps with that mental conditioning, of course. Very high risk, high reward. We'll have to see. Hoodie back on for Coach Alex.
They've got the Thrash still, I think, right? Did they use it? I don't think they did.
No, I don't believe they did.
Yeah.
You're right. That ultimate is still online.
That's a good way to clear that Viper Spit. That's a really good option for them here. Probably being reminded of that, I suspect, by Alex. At least I would hope, giving them some thought, even if things kind of off the start don't necessarily go your way. Don't worry, you've got options, you've got ways to deal with that powerful ultimate.
No, I think a big difference we're seeing from here and day one is, of course, without the Cypher, PRX can't be as comfortable just really shifting their entire weight to the other side and pushing out and relying on the trap wires, right? I mean, you still need someone to really work off of and double check once the toxic screen goes down from that Viper if you want to know that it's having a big effect. So this time, it does look like it's a bit of a setup that you called for. Looks like a paranoia potentially at the ready for Monyet, maybe a one-way, and then Jing ready to push out of elbow.
Just yeet it at him. Just go for it.
I think it's coming. Right, just the one-way, oh, not even a one-way, just a full smoke to make sure they can secure that old door and a main control, even closing the door. So the idea is leave that mid open, just have someone watch it, even though we don't have that Cypher. No,
oh my God.
Forsaken, if he had peeked out, would have been 2 members ready to gun him down.
Hopefully they learn their lesson.
PTC goes for the quick swing out and then doubles back. Doesn't want to overdeal here for extra damage. They hear that operator coming out from Fox, and PRX says, okay, it's not our turn to aggress just yet. Spike still near the spawn. Sushi Boy starting his work near A. Something gets 1 kill on John Olsen.
Pretty nasty stuff there from Something. Finally able to come over and set up a bit of a crossfire. Now you're going for the Thrash already.
Oh, no.
That's just a bait for Jing, baby.
Oh man, absolutely ties up that operator. And now they saw another member in tiles. They have an inkling that this is going to be the A side, but do they know that Sushi Boys is already this deep? Now they do. Sever Cage just to keep backside safe.
30 seconds left.
Well, now the question is, you have a boombot, you have a few tools to clear out this Viper's Pit. Let's see if they can get it done. Paranoia doesn't really hit anything, just crosses across the front of the site. 3 players for Full Sense basically planted inside of this.
Yeah, just able to go around the snake bite himself, but gonna wait for his teammates to join up. You can see Mind Freak well aware of that potential flank around him. Yet just on top of the generator there, able to peek into the pit, gets the kill onto PTC, causes chaos for Full Sense as they've lost control of the site. The Leviathan, the last one alongside Sushi Boys, not able to defend it. And PRX will be taking this series 2-0 to move on to the decider match here at the AVL.
Well, you got a little bit, not much, a little bit worrisome there for PRX in a couple of rounds. Looked a little bit off kilter, but once they took a timeout and kind of rethought things, come right back and seal the deal. But, you know, after a 10-2 start, kind of had the feeling that it was pretty likely to be PRX's map, but clearly this map in general is something they are looking very scary on.
Something that the other teams will have to keep in mind as we not only continue here for the AVL, but get prepared for the partner teams, of course, in VCT Pacific, looking forward to 2024. If you want to be on even footing, you got to get to working on that sunset, because PRX, they're now having, 1, 2, maybe even 3 different agent compositions at the ready. Love to see the fist bumps, of course. All credit to Full Sense, had to battle through the Thailand qualifiers to get here. Had some amazing maps shown against both TRX and PRX, the 2 best teams that VCT Pacific has to offer.
Yeah, look, you gotta really like what you see from Full Sense. I mean, Thai fans should be pleased that this team is already, with Fox and Sushi Boys coming in looking this good. They should be a force to be reckoned with as 2024 rolls on. Probably going to be making a run at Ascension next year, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, GG, well played for sure to Full Sense. I think they've gained a lot of new fans that haven't really followed the Thai scene closely domestically. And now with the added power, as you mentioned, the added experience of Fox and Sushi Boys, this is a team that a lot of fans will be keeping their eye on as a contender for the challenger scene and potential Ascension tournament next year in 2024. But this will be the end of their journey here at the Africa TV Valorant League.
Yeah, man, if you weren't already standing John Olsen and PTC, you're wrong, because you should have been. I love these 2 players. Been a big fan of them since back in 2021 LCQ, man. They were really impressing me way back then, and even now, still got it, still looking good. PRX, yeah, they're so strong. It kind of makes sense. Then I start kind of like thinking about it, like Sunset. Not only is it, I don't know, the map doesn't really matter to me so much, but it's like the fact that it's the new map with the new player, right? So they're able to build from the ground up with Monyet, or potentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that could be a big potential of why this is looking pretty good. Now, granted, they didn't even play with him on day 1 when they beat Sentinels but on this map, but, clearly this is just them kind of being able to build from scratch with a new roster setup. Regardless, the ideas are there.
They're definitely showcasing a lot of good stuff. You kept talking about the angles, right? The way they're holding for trays and that's on the move, right? Not just on defense, but as they're trying to execute onto a site, things like that. The Gecko utility looking very promising for something as well. And of course the stats, I mean, pretty straightforward. PRX dominating forward the majority of the map. And we talked about it, but dread it, run from it. Comes back all the same. PRX versus DRX. The RX battles continue even in the offseason.
How? How does this keep happening? Why? Like, you thought you might have dodged it. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, back at it.
We all knew it was coming when we saw the groups announced, right?
Yep.
We're like, they're in the same group again? Okay, here we go. We just thought it would be in a different match in the series. But overall, Monyet proving a lot of the doubters wrong. Had a bit of a slow start on day 1 of the AVL, but puts up some good numbers across the entire series today. And I love that you gave that shout out to John Olsen, even PTC, the other members there. I, again, think they showed very promising play individually and as a team.
Yeah, no. I'm really impressed. And I fully mean that. I'm really impressed with Full Sense. So looking forward to see how they continue to build throughout the course of next year. Looking forward to hopefully seeing them again in future events because look, they pushed PaperX and DRX. They pushed, yeah, PaperX. Okay, you could argue maybe they had a new roster or whatever, but they pushed DRX like with their normal roster.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special interview for you from one of the winners in this match. It's going to be PaperX Jing.
리그 3위차 두 번째 경기 페이퍼렉스가 승리를 신고하면서 다음 경기를 준비하게 됐습니다. 페이퍼렉스의 찡 선수 만나볼게요. 승리 축하드립니다. 오늘 정말 헤이븐에서만 34라운드의 경기를 치렀고 선셋은 빠르게 정리했습니다. 지칠 법도 할 것 같은데 아직 한 경기 남았거든요. 현재 컨디션은 어떨까요? Now, Jin, congratulations. I mean, you guys were trapped in the overtime jail for a while on Haven, but you blasted through Sunset. But you still have one more to go. You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Okay. Well, what can you tell us about the game against Full Sense?
I think on Haven, they played really well, and we also had like a couple of mistakes. So like the game was really close. It was very intense, and it could have went like anyway. They could have won.
아직까지 컨디션 괜찮다고 하고요. 그리고 헤이븐에서는 좀 풀센스가 굉장히 잘 하기도 했지만 또 페이퍼렉스 쪽에서도 실수가 나왔기도 했었고 그리고 까딱했다가는 풀센스의 승리로 끝날 수도 있었겠다라고 생각이 들 정도로 경기가 팽팽했다고 얘기를 하면서 그래서 승리하게 돼서 매우 기쁘다고 얘기를 합니다. 찡 선수 이번 대회가 정말 페이퍼렉스와 함께하는 마지막 찐막 게임이거든요. 그 이번 대회에 임하는 마음가짐이 좀 남다를 것 같은데 어떤 마음가짐으로 임하고 있는지도 물어보도록 할게요. This is your literally the last Valorant match ever before stepping away from the scene for a while, so it must mean a lot to you. What's your mindset heading into AVL?
I mean, this is like an off-season tournament, so we're just here to have fun. So it doesn't really matter if we win or lose, but of course we will try to win.
오프 시즌이라서 선수들과 함께 그냥 추억을 쌓고 최대한 재밌는 경기를 하기 위해서 왔다고 하고요. 그래도 저희가 최선을 다해서 항상 이기도록 노력하자는 마음가짐으로 임하고 있다고 합니다. 자, 그러면 이제 찡 선수 서둘러서 다음 경기를 준비해야 될 텐데 다음 경기 퍼시픽 형제 DRX를 만나게 됐거든요. 찡 선수는 이제 DRX 멤버들과 펼치는 마지막 경기가 될 것 같은데 하고 싶은 말이 있는지 한마디 부탁해 볼게요. And as I said, you have one more to go. You're facing your Pacific brothers, DRX. Quick message over to them. It's going to be your last time playing them.
I mean, I hope we have a good game and hopefully we'll win.
재밌는 경기 끝까지 잘 펼쳤으면 좋겠고요. 그리고 저희가 이겼으면 좋겠다고 얘기를 하는 찡 선수였습니다. Thank you so much for your time, Jing.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you go catch a breath, get ready for the next game. Good luck. And yes, you guys, you heard that right. We have another elimination match coming up. So after we take a break, it's going to be PaperX versus DRX. We'll see you on the other side. 자, 이렇게 해서 또 하나의 단두대 매치가 기다리고 있죠. PaperX와 DRX의 경기 잠시 후 쉬었다가 여러분께 찾아오도록 하겠습니다.
But Jing doesn't want to miss a beat, doesn't want to give them time to regain control. The nice flash coming in from Diz, holding true here. And it's going to be the Rash pushing elbow. Monyet gets the kill in spawn. Running out of time just a bit. Jing sneaks through the smoke and get. John Olsen can't even go for the save. He wants to. He's trying. They send everything. The paranoia. And John Olsen dodges it all. Can he get a double? Only one kill. Here watching Market. Dizzy does barely spot him, but he knows. But the site already has backup. Fox trying to go for the anti-flash, but he can't hide in time. No backup there for the trouble of the pace. But today, he's doing just fine. Oh, eager for Monyet to also pick up a kill of himself. And the Thrash. Brought a full sense to buy enough time. Oh no, PTC. Does he go for the spike plan? Oh, he's gonna get one kill. That gives him the confidence to peak in time. Jing has to let go. And Sushi Boys, he tries to bait him and goes for the swing out, but he's so low. Oh, no, okay, I'm always wrong about this one. Oh my God! No, something, how do you do that?
나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
상혁이야!
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않는데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A까지 아프리카 TV 팀 페이지.
Một sản phẩm của VTV Card, xem miễn phí và bình luận trực tiếp trên online, nền tảng livestream các giải đấu thể thao điện tử. Cháy từng khoảnh khắc cùng với các streamer. Xem livestream vui hơn, tranh luận kịch tính hơn, thách đố dinh qua khủng. Online, nền tảng livestream tương tác bản quyền. Xem ngay tại online.vn hoặc tải ứng dụng trên App Store và Google Play.
From the top.
나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마와 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
상혁이야.
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않는데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A까지. 아프리카 TV 팀 페이지.
Một sản phẩm của VTV Card xem miễn phí và bình luận trực tiếp trên online, nền tảng livestream các giải đấu thể thao điện tử. Cháy từng khoảnh khắc cùng với các streamer. Xem livestream vui hơn, tranh luận kịch tính hơn, thách đố dính qua khủng.